Yenua ba ya de nyina da na wabedu video na aba na kire se wadru fie anopa na asante ne bo ameka se the security personnel prisons ombeso every omoma kogu ho nyina na video no aye krado ti ya grace mi anhwe abra wabedu fie a just siama the best husband of the year. Wajine tata kama. Edina Ede Pedro. Can we have the video? Yes. This is the latest from the family of Evangelist Patricia and the husband. A cool. But your new was here the moment in you know why.
Opro fucha opia reni wa tisa ono kona saye That's a song I say Oya batampa na yamo ya kase Oh no, nawa ayenya kwachi opro ufucha opia reni wa watisa Oh no, kuna saye
This is a solemn moment.
There is another video.
Yana. Okay. What do you now say?
There's another video. Unse nipa ne kogu ono ma no mo twen na agrada o mo te se o mo de na kofie no akodru fie no ana mo gu pick up o se kia bi to eno mo tiem enwuno mo to no gra de boye ya agrada beba mo ya na Ghana ana yezo mo gu kia to o eno ebiti moto so
esra urade kra so on form nkudru
ne ma besie bi akonta omo no Benz bi na eba ye anopa no omo tena pempem oba besie o be bi
o omo kofie ho
omo ba ho na omo ameto no na yesi omo de
mama sound
Baba Reverend Dr. Patricia Mrs. Tiama. Yeah, Baba. For her nipa, the dom, the casino, Mama Padoze! Mama Pat! Reverend Dr. Patricia Mrs. Tiama! Yeah, Mama Pat, Baba! For her nipa, the dom, the casino.
But first video, for me, I can say what I've seen for the month to check a video now. I share first one now. You can see Agrada is a change in the
is what
and I first my movie permits and go Nanko Yen in Sasta being
na unim say Esiama didn't queer no. Nanka person coffee na no fina from home. Nem say bibi catch
first Nanko.
What mushe. First summer on near Siama 80 koye, you know. On say go na
na first and say go pro TV news ground and go.
What a bar after Siama did it ko
say Salam opportunity nka. Mami woman in Salam danko baby bia.
Agada is a very beautiful woman.
Oh, and they can't take that away from
Oh, yeah. Can only call them.
She's a changed individual. As even in dressing,
isn't it too early for you to say that?
And it is too early. Say, Mr. Makasi once. At least Makasi say, "Well, call pa beba." I'm a move by the way. Any be mudia. I will be one of the few people.
No, be one.
The Makasi Ghana Prison Service or no.
Reform will be
had failed Ghanaians. Se mamana kotobe 9 months ni.
Also, a testimony of the reforms of Ghana Prison Service.
I'm claim all this years no. Se mamana be say baba ye the way ni bi. No. They should even continue to keep touch with the woman. When free prison, what crab no. Officers, no, she continue to always at council advise her, just no one who say, "Nye Hong Kong," so she become part of them. No one finds some, no. At least because, obviously, on my own quantity in some born assume a run assume on period numere. Once, so now, so can a man a begging gentleman and say, "Crana or Paunia so Antonio Puff." Now he should take a new leaf. No se sat ne moi. Na Edding.
Sunday. I'm imagining Sunday.
Okuta microphone.
No, yes.
Sunday dia konta e ka mesre mi ame mama party say. Yes, obeda nyame ase obedi adanse nyama bia wafom but ka preaching there. Enkoma ni kunu esiama preaching. Na o medida dance o meka ebia niema wafam de wo
no ni preaching
na akota de eno no onse weni me ya dance de nko na bia in subsequent service obeye no so hu o de ebia eniema wakohu o prisoner ebi kra nko obeye an ambassador obesra manfo se bia yenuanom ma na omugu prison no mesre mo moma yenko boa wo me bia me fato me ho so. Henceforth, ebia bosumi bia first Sunday of every month. Ebi kra meko ho na me ni omo akọ didi. Amanfo omo meboa me. Ebia anwa ebi dan du ono kra na ebia wo de wonye bibia woni hwe kra de be ka me ho ne yenko. Ne ne prisoners no enko na ebia yenko kamom ni di na omo hu se ase yenyi wo mumu. So hu se o start bibi sa ebeye ade a obia besom. Ba Sunday de yes, obeda nyame ase.
Omeso the Sunday beso
Sunday. On say I bought my can HSA. Your mama is expecting a change.
Yes, I am.
Yes, first no pa anti ganka wuto krasan kan ha won.
Ba me so me pese Sunday. Ode na brabo no. Unu makra. Kosiada. Bye. Atam obeka wi ni pe me
na o man ya he so enu Sunday kwa no aka na se.
No aka na.
O ba me na me expecting anwumre.
So be live.
And you bring about on say a channel. And you me expect Agrada say be by 8 o'clock. Be a tin news every no. Na ebia omodi abeto be 7:30 say meet Mama Pat Evangelist Patricia as
the first state of the nation.
She's first
state of the nation address. Fellow Ghanaians. The first Ghanaians.
Mama never says I am. The next 24 hours never chere. In free chairman summary.
Na bibia
nsi ya. She's a change
bibia
like
me I want her
that will be like
to just thank Ghanaians, the loved ones no bia.
Only nyame ase.
So ma ade a cheso ni ade a baby.
Ba only so mesre ne se ohun. Koma ade enche so. Sa live no be no. O ma de enche so ade enche no.
O de ma nye the live mi na oya live na nwumre ni wi a
agoda debi
the days ahead no
ene onna omo yemo obi nya aduane bi ma no
na sa no pay o mama ni breakfast
on
relax na unse on gather ne thoughts
na mo so sa ya se obi a be kona kon ni asiama wa hwe nwumre obe cast asiama yi ni nyina crash
na
agrada
ne kramra ne ho so
na the one the catch us
akonta prison ohun even police cells akonta see de o se ho a even
police counter
back no
yes no granye
no eti ho no police one de o kotena o se tena ha
na usi ho na
mo
na obi ba counter ho na oba be ye case no hu ani ba
ya de di asem eno nko akra akonta o kra ti me firi ho ohunu se wakote bia fufrom
yɛmfa wo nhyɛ mu no
yɛmfa wo nkɔ cells wo no
kantabako
na akota yɛde wo bɛwura cells wo ne ayi wa free cells akɔ prison ɛde wo wura prison dan mu akota ɛnyɛ situation
but she's a strong woman.
yes eti na akota prison services for no wɔ hɔ nom no we no mu nyinaa yɛ ɔmo adwuma ebi yɛ psychologists ebi yɛ nurses ebi yɛ doctors ɔmo mo hu sa ha na waba no so ka abrabɔ ho ɛka wiase ho wabrabɔ ma wieyɛ obi bia nsi ɛyɛ meka ne sɛ ɛsan ɛyɛ amane wobɛfiri mafi ni nyinaa na ɛyɛ another chapter in your life so ɔmo boa we nyinaa wie a ɛna wapie yi ɔsa so ba be fesi akota ebia ne sɛ na asante kan lumba asɛm wanka bi wanhwe asɛm wanka bi de asɛm wanka bi
wo de muntie
bi din komo aka
first day me mani antum da mani antum say me kwa fiase for 15 years because I asked myself say bone ben na ye nti no still me nyini say me da fiase for 15 years nti me gidi ye say the dro no the only thing I bet me aboa me no eye mpaye eni nyame asem first of all me dey aseda ma Awurade and anya me nwanwa bebre because na me gidi say Awurade betimi aye it sounds say you can Acts chapter 12 ya di Peter ekoto wa fiase na so ni nyina mu no asori ne bompaye Peter so bompaye ni nyina chi Kristo mu ne mobo eyi no Acts chapter 16 Paul and Silas almost so nyamedwuma ya sa na me de na ye nyamedwuma a edi me beto afiase no enti no me hwe wona enam nyamedwuma so edi omokodru afiase ena me kenkan tro ni bisa me ho se ede na omo ye ya etime mo freedom enti bia me kan ni nyina na say it was the word of God and prayer because okay John chapter 1 verse 1 to 3 na was say onyankopon de asem no ena hye wiase ase na no onyankopon no ya asem no na asem no so ye onyankopon it is onyankopon etime de the word of God abosoro abasase ayemu niema nyina ada na 15 years asem no se me di asem no so a na me kenkan asem no na me de me ho to the same asem no so a asem ni ntimi ma me freedom e na me san hwe ye nua Yona Yona ya so de Awurade twen na so Yona chapter 3 to 4 ho no Awurade twen na so ono so no osa akwa Awurade nchen e bompaye Awurade tie no eyi ni pie Nebukadnezar ebi to no saa ono so hu sa wanu ne ho Awurade sa de na hini efiri ne nsa e san de ye den e ma ne ba Omanhene Ezekiel Awurade soma odifo Isaiah so wo ka che Ezekiel say onyan samanse na oba bewu Bible say wa anya bibia wo dare na ni hwe na fasuo bompaye na Awurade ka che odifo no say emfi hompo emma na be di emfie 15 years asaka Ezekiel mfie ho wa anya hwe it was just a prayer it's when it comes to problem wa eyempaye ni nyame asempe ene betimi ayi wa firi etimi mi di mi gidie to mpaye ene nyame asem eso ena mpa so mi true challenge ma Awurade bebre ka che Awurade say wo so ye God of yesterday and you are the God of today ya the oya man no afo no ye bi ma me ne ena no Elijah according to 1 Kings chapter 18 okaya Bible say na Elijah ne ba konfo ni hyiaye na Elijah ka kire Awurade say Awurade ma wo mu hu se wo ni me Nyankopon ampa Awurade so ma me hu se one ne Nyankopon enti no eniema Awurade ye ma wo no mo Bible mu nyina no betase ne ba ko ena me so me gina so ni Awurade kwa apam se Awurade wo so mu me bobo ne ye ma me na wo ye ma me ya me nkwani ni mfi aka nyina no me de beso wo Awurade
yes
Asante, have you heard the first State of the Nations
address? 24 hours will be long journey for Ghanaians. And no 24 hours, and so a chance.
Say the akota me Asante adwuma adwene
So
say the next 24 hours no
by the way, one thing is this. I've listened to Agrada.
Yeah.
Yaw, the quotations, any expose on point.
Sene osi kind Bible stories.
Bible story na quotation.
What will make Agrada reaction go overboard? And he said, we are back people will react.
Yes.
And that will also
Obey na say
see I na dwen say react o.
Na because net 24 hours no.
See I mo mfi obia.
Agoda.
Na is
no but I got say mo aka we o. Nyamesem bia no wa
church. Obia ho. Obi wa we.
If say Nyankopon ye God of yesterday,
today and forever.
Ka kire Nyankopon say hey.
And I me say
no.
Obi wa oboa onti di agada aka no.
Over said I be provoked.
They will come and provoke her.
Grada will never be provoked this time.
Na say that group.
Afena grada ebe nya bi adwuma pa o.
Yeah, on some can quotations ni baby on the atoto there.
And akota we so kire say ampa prison asesa grada. Kane no jana so dem preach no ka quotation no kro bi otimiti. But the ne
anyway, you say ya trauma no.
Sama okay nyina so no.
Extemporaneous.
Enye say bi a Bible da nanim na oka warefe o oka quotation no.
E musra bi awrade ahwie gu agrada so
no adwuma.
Na so prison so no ko. She's on point.
Prison ho na oda no oni hwe ya dan say awrade asem na no de be cheche no re. Bible na no be kan ana say prisoners no omo ho no so mbeka bi di akire no amade di acheche no re. Eti for 9 months or so 1 year na wakodi o prison no akota agrada
say question
akota the first state of the
now you agree with me say Sunday mama party be preach
no but still we need that normally couldn't preach
no question say agrada will continue to talk from now to Sunday on my enu Sunday she has got nothing to say
nasa
anything I say and now I kasa you on your interview be o on your interview na Sunday where na on say oba no Sunday Udi obohu heaven champion international. Hey, I hope I am butu. Bloggers ni kwa betu ma so de high ma. Hi. Nyamini pa.
Agrasco.
I am impressed by the way Okasa.
Oh yes.
The tone no che say
yes, bibi. Akota bibi afa na ni o.
Also the challenge
prison
nyame anim say urade. If you are the God of yesterday.
Yes, and today.
Also Hezekiah.
Yeah.
And he was on point.
Yes. Quotations are.
I saw some references 15 years. Almost 15 years. The man.
Go through Jonah.
According to Jonah. Also Jonah nunu hu ko nyame ho no. Nyame de ne bone che no. What person che so no so nunu hu e no ko nyame ho. Nyame de agrada.
And akota de circumstance nam so ma a judge no reduce the 15 years no about 1 year no. Edru baby attorney general akra I enter appearance. Okay. Na judge na twen say attorney general for
I think
appearance.
The attorney general also felt it. Yen kwa homa no so na me ne honorable call is Adomako. Afija kwabre. Is it south or north? Afija kwabre north na sebedwani. No former deputy energy minister. Na eba energy. So ewo mra sebedwafia select committee. Na yante so omo be yen central for share mu week akra honorable ya mo acha no pay
yeah me nua be man patro me so
na umpom to say
me no ka say de na Nyankopon de me nkwa me
okay na yanyante say mo pese mo twen aban no adwene siso you are being very proactive say mo share USA Israeli Iran war Asha say over 2,400 flights cancelled, 700 in Dubai, and almost people stranded across the Middle East. Na oil is sem. Nampacho di asem nampesa mo kachira aban no.
Me be ma share with you for no shefo, and it's quite interesting. Say the minority and as the members of the energy committee say they want to be proactive. Isan say you would GDA pass what is happening in Israel, Iran, America, and it will have an effect on the Ghanaian economy. And now so let's say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama confirming saying say the air cost in the Middle East can have a very dying catastrophic effect on African economies. So that is a shift. A complete shift from earlier on na and ye can say in some because of Russia, Ukraine, COVID-19, and that's international diplomacy or international happenings, no, it may affect our so. And I recall, many I met, but now we studio, many NDC for, and you saw the reaction. Oh, it's never possible. Ghana, yet mean because the problems, no, part of it, no, can be attributed to the Russian-Ukraine war. In fact, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Castle, it's a bloody lie, and those are the words he used. So it's a bloody lie to attribute Ghana's economic problems to Ukraine and Russia. It's a complete shift. But then on the minority side here, we want to remain consistent with our argument.
Okay.
So Ghana is not an island, and therefore, so BBC baby, especially baby, it can have an effect on us.
Okay.
Already, no. So Russia in the past 1 month, petrol prices are kakra. And no, it was just an anticipation of this war. And the traders, no, speculating petrol price akosoro. Into na war no air cost obviously we should brace ourselves. So the next pricing window, no, there will be some increases. So we decided, say no, let's bring in NPA, our regulator in the downstream, and some officials from the ministry. I think it's a meeting on Thursday. Now, a brief on Ghana's preparation towards such event. Already NPA for no my assurance. See, will be 7 weeks of fuel available until immediately we don't anticipate any shortage. And again, no, Lakan schedules, Lakan ships a day or your neighbor, no, the schedule the schedule will be in terms of shortage there, may be say a bima. However, obviously, because you control the international oil prices, no, Ghana we should brace ourselves for an additional increase over the next window. So to 7 days, now you must 7 weeks. Now you must after 7 weeks, what happens? But I can assure everybody, say we have some fuel available in our tanks. The only problem with that, let's say oil now you're winning petrol, diesel you're winning it belongs to private individuals. BDC is not the only, and that is somehow a challenge. Until now, you establish a bust. The idea of bust, let's say bust, any strategic reserve. I'm sure said the air cost maybe it will push government to refocus more on the bust activities, not bust any more of a strategic reserve. So that in cases like this, no, we can fall on them.
Okay. And Usha Owia CCC no more anticipate say fango betimi akosro na depending on the extent of the war no na say ebi anim ya United Nations somni abem na almost easy fire enema betimi atwetwen so kakra
so first of all it's not even our anticipation. I started that petrol prices, Brent crude price now started to cost that. In fact, that's at yesterday, a movie to $78.02 per barrel, and it is likely to go. In fact, analysts for anticipate $90 to $100 by the close of this week if the war continues. And for more indications, the air cost is here. Many trust the war never end, and then it will prolong for some time. Into our anticipation, it's already happening. The prices have gone up. Now, Iran controls a EBFL in the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah.
A passageway via ships, Ekofa, Ade oil, Niko, Amaya, so that is a very strategic area. Oman now says, make close. What it means is, say, ships, Bibri, Aka, Isuneti, they cannot cross because that area belongs to the Iranians. Into one power back, and so obviously it is causing some shortage in the system.
Okay.
Fortunately for us, and 2 days ago, Sunday and Najo, OPEC Fokushia, which is the oil producing countries, increase production kakra to make up for the shortfall. But by and large, the prices in the cost kakra. And as a country like Ghana, a little bit vulnerable because we don't control the prices. The only advantage oil prices cost and my say we are also an oil producing country. Okay. And the oil so your tongue. and it is sold at the international market price. Into say per day oil to be able at $60, then it cost 78. So we see your cotton your fan we will get some extra revenue. A buyer must decide. Whilst you are making an extra revenue from your oil sales against the higher cost now, you would import the refined product. A buyer must decide how it's going to assess the consumer. But as we speak now, any indication from a buyer said they are prepared to subsidize fuel.
As we are having a discussion, Brent crude is 80.80. It's $80.8. Hello, Honorable Timinka.
Yeah.
Me say Brent crude, me know ka say ya 80.8.
Absolutely. You see? And it keeps going up. In fact, they anticipate a bit more hitting 90 by tomorrow and then 100 by weekend. So a cost also full on the prices every 2 weeks. So it's a 2-week window.
That's right.
Fortunately for us, no petrol no what a tanks it is part of the prices I price that. However, every businessman be by now is must also order be a air so that 2 weeks in the now when you're for into the new ones no he'll be buying them at $80 to $90 to $100. Or a businessman to buy or he has to pass on that extra cost onto the consumer. Into no say at the pumps, it will go up kakra. And I make I say even for the past 1 month, so petrol cost by 2.1%, 1 point something percent. Meaning just anticipation. Not the traders nowhere speculating say BBC. And a man of course no. The SC crowd there. And I can say do A2 and tibia, and I know it's a very volatile situation. It will go up again. We should anticipate some increases in fuel. Although Ghana toy fuel not directly from them, we buy mostly from Europe, UAE. But major sources, those Middle East countries, almost supply and also will be affected. That will also affect us.
All right. It's a deputy ranking member of Parliament Energy Committee. Asante, let's move ahead and look at this issue. Can the government achieve it? A 20% salary top-up for teachers who will accept to go to the rural areas to teach. Omanhene lunch will say teacher need dabre. Teacher dabre.
No market you my say the manifesto no we any about according to just no and me say last year no kan ho asem say omode be ma wo mo na so omutu ni ma wo ma ebebo ma teacher for
and no be start that way because afia ba
na apak aka ho asem say scout dem omode and the and dan dey different is the teacher nika so be konkran say
also 20% salary top up
on the ma wo ebebo because my teacher for no, they lack so many things. Apart from even class kobunya binyesa nema, they may be why they are deprived. And to more a common fast nanti kobe be quite ni nyina so ya my happy. Be o come that light to cry a day ni ho. This is a government person the more and now one person more bridge the education standard level between those in the hinterlands and mo kuma say beboa. Say obetimi aye no. The oma well or determination. So bind there so so baby be obetimi aye. Say any priority say obey there definitely can do it. Another make can say the one person is the medical officer having the same conditions
So
say almost the same.
So why is it that the conditions are pertaining to say they are ready to give
20% increment.
20% increment to from say
teacher for no.
A teacher for you. Other than doctors no so be call no muni bibisa.
And no cre. Now doctor for ni o my san yan can be. Name me make say omo condition no o my is quite different from teacher for no. So omo dey make say basically omo ya no dey mood. And now almost on na eno dan chimpo almost minister and crack can say some of the communities are ready to receive them. But if you no
receiving them how?
Say nyema bi obehia dey atena ho no. So my accommodation na abaneka. But omo dey is different thing. Mintimi hu dey nti omo so monko. Ebi akumasi ya na say multi capitals na. Ya na ja omo nko amu hwema na say opportunity ndo so. And now ebi be so to kwan ni ade. Ebi so tutu kwan bi okwa work bonya the mood dunia dinti no that will be the problem. But me the mean say Ghana Medical Association mo problem they should communicate to the ministry say yen so bi enye bibi say ebeboa nanka aboa ma bibi say
teachers posted to rural areas to get 20% salary top up.
Akota me de mi bisa ne say uze ya na yese aban ye validation ye verification for Ghana card bra for the bra government workers akonta ya na omuye wi ade asem no mbeka kire Ghana for because minim kra na minum unity Ghana he yate teacher for bebre tu kwan ko Canada ko UK ko America omo ko kire maths ne science bebre eja hoko nurses bebre eja hoko enti vacuum na aba beda ho no say so hu enti moye validation no moye no dodo say na ntimi amfo mo Ghana card ama
abaye consistent for a period.
Aye consistent for a period e bia be 6 months. Ye hu ye no teacher for bia 5,000 e no ma vacate o mo post etu kwan enti e bia se ye postings no kra no a ye be fele sa 5,000 no ansa na e bia se ye di 2,000 bia ba be so a ye di aba be so but I say tem bia ye te say ye validation ye I'm can say I have validation ne hwan na no ne yate ne sa na ase yetitim sa wabra omo nka bibia nkyere but yete say asanto beka ya man ya ne eta frani Nurses and Midwives Association omo pranto Joseph Anto o ka kire yen ne wo fida dem no ne yedidi nkomo bi aba nurses a etu kwan
do I free
eno kra no registered Nurses and Midwives president oba no eno ko kan sa about 10,000 o say ena vacate na papa no beka say hwe eburu sa omo a oma beje nkrata akona momo ken but omo so o man kra
on the onya
ne konesi wachira wajai woko eburu sa kra iti akunta going forward sa ne manema wo mo ye hunu ansa ne yabase teacher ni a wo post to na rural community no ebia obema ne bibi ene ade ebia accommodation sa kota post me ede me ba mankwatia basic school ye we ye kire ase ya me ba bedura mankwatia na se me bedura sokwa stadium asafo ene amekom area hase ya me ame han me dan but ebia wo de me ko kontanse wo de me ko bekwai wo de me ko ebia nyina hini wo de me ko nyina hini no uzo ebia ya bo ama me de wo ko no accommodation bungalow wo homa ebia one bedroom bi anase me can say single room self contained o toilet and bath bibia wo kama so o kokra no assembly no ebe ya arrangement bi na ebi kra no a say bibi kakra bi a ye de asupporte ebia o kono say ebe hadwuna weekend ebia Friday after school no o pese wo ba ebia Kumase ana wo kwa Accra ekohwe wabusia assembly no ebe facilitate ama we bia bibi kakra bi
na wo de akọ assemblies no so mo ebi on man na voluntary
mo
some assemblies omotimi kra abuild
teacher bungalows ne nurses bungalows ho
eno na bia na omo wo IGFs bia omotimi di support the fisika omampani taske assemblies
no
these very doctors and teachers make available certain accommodation for them.
Yes.
Ubu onuma teacher ni a man ekogu o say ni ade say no so be we ase asante.
No ma wari
DC lai wo. Ubu okra na finance officer lai wo ni ade. Then you obepe baby amanata. But we are not looking at it from that angle. It should be on the national level. The general thing say
it's a policy.
Yeah, the teacher ni ba ho no ma. Ya otitibre mu na unit committee asede o.
Oh yes. Na ma me kroko di people teacher wo agogoso e wo nyina hini no. Omo ma na bungalow na otim.
Yes.
So cocoa board for no mo cocoa shed bi o said onso mo si cocoa shed na e kire nyina no ma ye edan as apartment bi e wo e kire kama. Enu bi na me ma me na otim sa time na o kira de wo agogoso. Enti sa de no entwam ene biaba ye betimi aye na assembly no kra na bia the safety of teachers no ene nurses ne doctors na omo aba area no be ye adwuma no e bia say assemblyman anase bia police district command na ho honom no e bia police for esramo ye nuanom teacher for ne nurse bia post o ma ba o motia e dia mo ni enko mo homayen so who na at least community no so enso mumu so mo ba beboa mo
na nkoye bro
na nkoye te se bro mo no mu besia kan bi ene sa ne ma no akota se ya nya sa ne ma wo ya
akansie ne ta akoye mema no
je ko
ozo teacher ni mema no ozo ko hono mo na ya na obohu ana ebia area committee eni bi ese ono na kodonku bi na teacher so said about time e dey akobe na gesi enti no moja
simple nkra no
na mecho
no so teacher for na twa bet no and do Monday na teacher for na eni omba no mo brobia nkra no so teacher and dey no kre eni
teacher for the twa bet
so nya ne twa bet
e teacher ni na ntwa wani a asema anya asem kra na
bi obo mo no no ye ne menti no ye pese discipline ba school teacher for wo ko twa bet wo ko twa ma kwa hu so nya ne twa bet
na ze bet ni twa no e fon so
anti no
oza bet no mu twa no e de ya
teacher ne be ka odi ade wo mu nkra no mu hu teacher ni di a ma do Monday a eni ja de ba class nkwa ni hu anti no nya na ka teacher for no ka se
na odi a wo sire na ye di odi a wo ko gwala
no hunu anti no bi ya ka discipline wo schools mu de ba teacher for ni bi wo ha eni ma mo di free ba school wo no e so mo je ne fie
I think say ahemfo no nyina so betimi apem me feel say it has come to a time omon sanso so hwe we local content on say na ebi mo suggest say enka if I say me free kokoso assembly no boa me cry in my education as a nurse, as a teacher. When you do that, you own Nipano.
Yes.
Entika assemblies no enso so fund
no. Common fund your portion.
Entika omunya se ombe support the indigenes. Yaw. Ade afene say me free kote. Na mako school awie. Na yede mabakote. Me wa busuan fie enti no adan han nye problem.
Yes.
Shesa me free kote. Na wa mama so akoto nampanduri.
Yeah.
Omoni teachers.
Nampanduri ni teachers. But language barrier.
Yes. I am new to the environment.
Me call no na metimi ni. Awofo no ne omo akasa. Me the problem.
Yeah.
Onim say issue e be a very big issue. Yeah. Professor Mankwa person me ko friend kra mo no boy.
Yes, Mekai.
And say a park ne herno de.
Say no. Yeah, I should think so.
But still sense of this.
They should take because me was him. Na rede gu na me free. Odi me koto ha. Me ne nkwala no interaction. E simple.
Easy. Me integrate into the system no.
Me na regu kasa. Me no adiane din. Usi chinchira me nkoche class 2 ni akwada de. Brofo be na me ka obeti ase. Enti nkwala no ti wo sei. Omo teacher nanim sa no we nanim the teacher nanim so kabrofo. One incident. Young boy bi ano no. Ye wo no. Kumasi. Class 4. Eno no titwi. Eno sate brofo kakra. Eno ti brom kasa no. Enti teacher nanim run classroom and interpreter no.
Oh.
Imagine. Enti o kabrofo na. Na kwara no de o ti ase no. No so de akom. Na
say all can they may
part na so o gwara
teaching assistant
by class 4 ni and na o ka say akwara bi o tin the kasa no on the cabrofo enti ono kwa na obi o tin the kasa wo school
enti imagine
na teacher ni wo de what post to say high-headedness on the part of certain authorities. Kona kosiade. Ogosiade.
You want to say a punishment too sometimes.
Yeah, but it's going to be it may be an certain region.
Transfer.
They were complaining so much.
Punishment.
Because menti kasano. I want to say your language bu as a bono krana. Biti chi no ni adeno akan no.
Bono ne fantin.
For the all the vocal region. I cannot speak anything. Me chere class 5, class 4 ni ade. Onti brofo. Akwara na me mana bon. Eti akwara so onya interest. E wo classroom ti. E no wo hon ma ne maame ntwamu anu aya no nso afa window no mo ne kwafu omo ncheki sa ne ma no ye the education no
awotade ba ko ekum teachers ne kra ne omo sunsum so obekwa akurase ye ono nko akurase enko kira de no omra no na ne nuanom ono omo start
why the masters
ewo kumase ne akra no no mo ko manimu abrabom bebree no why the masters why bia MPhil bi why no PhD ne okọ nanim but na ono there's no opportunity for him and wakọche akra na se no ne access to bia information ne niama bi ne edene so hu
okay kro bi aje so mokofro po bi ansa no wachima ye call na wo ye de wakọche kro no mu
obe ne dey there are other places yese kan ko ho aje se okosi baabi na moto bi edena toaso edena ko these are areas so jitum so obekọ akota ebia ye wo nearest university bi wo region nim so assembly ni betimi e de ato nanim so bra na oba no ebia u stay be 6 months o person upgrade the assembly ni best eboa with ebia scholarship bi so na wakọ ebia university way eye closer to us say weekends kra wakọ your masters ni ade enti enkoye se unuan mo kumase ne nkran eni sunyan ne takrade ne kekuso no
refresher courses
mo eko mani mu jaw but
promotional exams
you be at par so
I say for police yetimi the police ni bitim ko she baabi
ni promotion ma
obo osukro nya du krom hod ma no aye assembly ma police ni no
so the sergeant ne call ya okodi mfie du ho a wa hwe ya wonko nanim bia inspector asa
ya wo de object
ba no omra no
be so obi hod ma watena baabi for 7-8 years wa drafuo wa wade awo ho enti case no kra assembly sia onu kra na ye lead ayi
obe abusu apani
won timi chu bia
o ko bia no awonim
won boys ni ya na shi
obe dachi
won bia so nchi bia
obe dachi eji
no omo ko ya like
so bia nko police ni bia so nko to ono so na ya wote wono udi na
jedu ba bia ya na akota ya so yamwa na ade no
all right benefo abi famusi hanom na bento adwumade ne so free ha mabedwafo ewa hanom na chese Kenneth Nana Kwame Samoa, a founder and leader Action People's Party APP. Kenneth,
many happening.
The bomb to say,
oh, rather than Copado. Tian Kwame, dear.
Your dog body as
Memo Finchia Panso.
I think come to you and face
and Copas so more or dinner answer.
Now, Action People's Party. What is the brain behind?
You know, my mencha with you for mencha Santihini. Utum for Amencha Ghana, Mayan, Amencha, Your Excellency, and then a pound for Mencha Action People Party executive members in now. Action People's Party, the brain behind it, Nina, is simple. We want to uplift the youth. Namranti and Mabawa, Omora politics mono. Yet here, na yemfa honko joining NDC and MPP because you can attest to it itself for the past since 1992. You do a Maya champagne for insa, and you know what is going on. Amamranti, no, we have been little ourselves. I said the spirit of we can't do no. Esheyemu. And even so ya kora na pese wo pushia. Yeni ankora ni bikora ebesa atwa bafom. For instance, ebia yeti he yepese yetiku. Enya tiku ni pe. In Africa or Ghana no, choosing a leader no, we choose a leader based on how old you are. When we say pen mu bi so ha, we need the quality of leadership. Enti enam si yesu adwiri nyina ne se yedi buoma mpanimfo ni ntino yenya tiku na yesu obra panin na enyin nti wenye leader enso bia na bra panin oni leadership qualities enti ko basa se wo abranti ana baba wa kra opese wo sole no ne koye contest ya ubonse yenia ye bia ka se ha wo mu ade ni akana hye meanwhile so ye wo mranti ni maba wa wo Ghana ha wo makosku a wo munimdi. When we give them that opportunity or chance now, they can perform well. But because of a nyini semwa yedi a booman penifone intino, then the pani school will call yina me a kanashe. So I sat down and said, no. I mean, it's about the time Ghana belongs to the youth. And this emranti and ya and solie nyina nye Ghana and siho. Not the beer, we will keep on complaining about MPP and NDC. We have been complaining since 1992. and nothing has changed. Say yanhwe ya de Omanhene krono. Say mrantie ne maba wa ansole anye Omanhene wa. We are living in our own country and we became a slave in our own country. And Action People's Party.
How long na mati Action People's Party?
Okay, Action People Party no na a affiliate with you started with Jataba UFP.
Okay.
And no man started and a problem by any through na meno decay UPP. So I was the chairman of UPP. And a honso into kwa semne near money man.
Na mo konto kwasa.
Oh, once will be our ideas. And Oshe ideas na ebinom wono ebinom prefer to affiliate themselves with a bigger political party because of their stomach. And
Sana hum the
ekofan tokwane by entino by 2016 was it 2020 and me decided say after the election met the Action People's Party
until 2021 and I'm say Action People's
Party.
Bahaman contested 2024.
2024 yeah contested. The reason is simple because they do 2024 no now I'm on fire certificate in my I know what went on, but
now you see more certificate.
Oh yeah we are fully. Even I was so contested and that's I got here by election crime the injunction to so electoral commission. And you're fully registered.
Now injunction no reason they say.
Answer kotia by election no, you file, you pick forms, you call balloting. We pick number 3. Ebeka one day, I'm about to do hono, and almost say, your friend say what do you call it? Your certificate, task clearance yama. Now I'm a candidate in this way, Jumama government. I will treat tax dada. I will show the proof of it. So based on that,
But say more injunction anya adwuma about one.
Oh yeah. The day before the election, but if you see the ruling of the court, I mean yes, the court is clear because in the election day, about 4 political parties are involved. Abanya Boka. The court will need a bia or the junction better so than say, oh, wait there, and Crofua Bocantino. Monkona, we have the chance to say you beat me a kusi electoral commission. Nayaji is sick back. So that was the basis of the ruling.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Action People's Party, it's come to stay.
Very. We have already stayed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Akwaba.
Mejoso.
Honorable. Now I'm going to say.
I'm going to say ahoye.
Now what you ahoye?
So you honamu di Kyeɛ na kabotum.
Opposition yet.
Oh, your opposition no cry pesi. Say onim say oman e de nka wo. Be class ontua. Nti be sisa be kala ntua ban na ewom ti.
Na ada to forcing ada mind dey.
Obi anim. Ono kwa bitimi a kire.
Some crowd there, but the end gracia. Where end of service ESB.
Exactly. End of service. Article 71 MNDC in count.
And tomorrow end of service benefit.
End of service benefit. And
2016, 2017. Former MMDCs, they were paid.
By May, June.
Yeah.
2017.
Now, what is the problem? Are they calibration, be calculation?
Chief of staff letters are what the local government started from local government minister.
That's a what Chief of staff. Now, I don't know to force
figures. No cry. A court auditor general home or my audited figures. You almost certify Attorney General actual letter advising the government to say you see carry legitimate money into your buying into your.
I
could do a finance minister.
Kill us one chair.
Some say about we are killing to your guy. You say, yeah, one or dear cow. Share a teacher for a random way demonstration. Share nurses. Nippon Mwakano, a lot of people. And this is a more trust in our printy picture. I was thinking, say, Adia Nano President here, State of the Nation.
So, Nano.
When there's a that is the state of the nation.
The state of the nation is said they mean
the state of the nation is a nipa be brewa ban wo mo ka wontua.
And no person my penny be just suka.
That is the state of the nation. And because of this, people are dying. People are suffering. Because me know Kasa is here, your former amen disease, best 5 or more film. A be any stroke. A no crom betoro or muntuminto. And it's very sad. It was the last 3 weeks and Bible catch was one of us, none of your entiapo, our northern region. They say, you acquire my surgery. As to register. Want to be a register, my nephew. Now we are last week, I think it's a Friday or Thursday. One of us, or the better your platforms, and everybody was crying. When ya yare, na when ya no, akomamu yare.
Let's say this man and Kubeti
exactly. Or say Kubeti acquire transplant, kidney, when your kidney problem. Yeah, every week be or dialysis twice.
Dialysis is also 12 million only.
I'm telling
7 million.
You want to two platforms be choices here. Young Kasane say, let us contribute. And a man for motivate you. Last a year we are back with free of water region. Now I say to me, ko ye na ye kobwa abusuan for na ma wajom. Ye say any contribution okabra.
Yeah.
Ayaw 200 100 ya kwa nipa hitubitu ya ni do nipa 60. People can pay and you can afford them. That is the situation currently former amen disease. Yeah, a small minor. Na meka na makase say yeah or mine say ya a breedy corruption. Because media what me after me next time na me new opportunity say me kwa kosoma kwa MC a. Woni ma adwen a wo de ase bitim.
I also crowd.
Exactly. Enti omo moti wo sesi me shi omo na maka jo masa siesie wachi. Because who nim the ebesi. Ya me ne omo akọ programs we yefti former na maka kire. And I don't think say is the best. Because a legitimate who him say 2017 now no by February 2017 February the President Kufuor see so January February na former ministers of state na watu omoka inu se fuse ni de check nyina o kan say o hwa na friends on Brad Jubilee House on ko gene check na ko gene check o ko Ghana web a e ho sisi a. So why Bonnie Enti we na ye state na efi se bia nka o mampani beka ho asem na ma manfo ahunu de nipa ekum. It's not easy. Some of us say ebi mo ha ya na nsentwe fo mo so e na e fra mo se mo mra program amoma. O mai enye easy o. Enye easy.
Let me ask this thing. Why is it that MMDCs, former MPs, and some former ministers, when they exit, it doesn't take time for them to go through this? Is it because some position here the man we are untimi nya adwuma bia biwa na obi amfa wa adwuma bia na wo na wa ban kura na say we civil servant untimi nko bio
Dabi we civil servant you can go back. Say me na me adwuma wo local government service.
To be
MC Wanalak National Association of Local Authorities. Me administrator. But if the local government and a second day me dem call na me ko ye adwuma. Nti me wie no na say me sign back to local government service. That moment to me and I may apply say me person me MC and I got the opportunity 2021. And see ana my baba politics no. You can't go back to the assembly to work. Because my baba
so you become limited.
The experience say one other profession be able to me akwa.
Say be a lawyer now you're farmer and say
yes.
Never a bind there you are out.
A civil service you want to go.
Because you become
political. Nti want to go back. Na de ka ho be say o ma na o mo ya chekere for teacher for am appoint o mo say they want to go back to the classroom.
And so you see that
they don't want to admit them.
Oh,
I'm telling
you. That's not a profession.
But aban no na yes of foul. O kwa no ya ka che say o mo wi school mrante ne maba no ko mo yentumi employ.
I
didn't try wo akoye adwan san fall back.
Oh.
Inti most of say senka bi a yesika ya akamu no modern man e bia na kwabra oman wakobo ayi container kakra bi what dey business bi na won so won sa akwa no but won san kan won yi atwam na wonim de ya wom say atofo se no watua former MPs no because ono ye MP inti watua wagene sika de
gracia
wagene de wage for the 4 terms ya what they call parliament ni bia no afi bia mfe na bia so oje nti na no ye otua MPs because MPs no both MPP and NDC ndi se otua NDC for no a omo ntia kwa enko parliament bi ma ontumi nka se otua yi MPP for no afrim nti MPs no de na wasete
omo is gracia otua
nti wagene de
na mo se de any reason is say
o my de ye tete no mempese meka se eye nokre some of us what we are hearing currently maybe you push you could say according to say a cabinet decision just to punish Akufo-Addo appointees.
Oh
yes, and I make us say be at the etitino and you know say no credit is very unfortunate.
Now they all punish them some idea.
What we are hearing is say President Mahama or call opposition no the then government Akufo-Addo abandon treating. So what do you pass on somebody's
Akufo-Addo na a president? So or you're entitled to certain things.
Yes.
Why don't they deny him? Why you?
Exactly. That is the point.
And so if that was the case,
yes,
then treat Akufo-Addo with the same coin.
When they were taking those cabinet decisions now, I was not part of it.
I want to believe it stands to be an allegation.
But that is why we are hearing. And it is getting something now. Yes, there is credence in it. Because maybe I will be pushy be a Kudubiano. Nipana or Gini dia office or what Ben oh yeah no now there is something to it.
Anyway.
And I think say the Biameka say, oh we of once now because said the and dia and can it and kako for them. And this year buy and forever and ever. But what I'm thinking they say, what was the President Mahama a campaign promise say will be as gratium for the appointees. Because MPs won't mean Nkokata Ugo Kuchemo Montiasi. And then judiciary won't mean Fanko judiciary or Montiasi. But Unkrofa our appointment of also be 20 years, when it's 4 years, yeah, or the buy, Obicum, the officers Obicamudia, none of his appointees will be affected. But yeah, the other day, law does not take retrospective effect. It won't mean affected. On our money campaign promise. So every Ghanaian is looking up to say, or Sadana or Kayano. A man for be, especially a man or movie say, as Gratian, the man crofobia, and ya the pan, a ball, my canon. Some of them believe it. That's why they voted for you. So they are looking at say, Sadana Okan or the Bayajuma.
Okay. Mame, young queen on the issue of the Sona, Utio Mampeni. Mame, Emra Uchembi, we are Namaba APP, Penny. So. Yeah, share Ashley and himself no so bad kinds.
What my man minute.
APP.
So say you have come to stay. Of course.
Action People's Party.
Action People's Party. Okay.
Action
can you be a third force?
Action Titimremuna. Na why? Banasco na why?
I think so.
Answer Banasco.
Yeah.
Action. More capture people today.
It's Yamamawa. What trans moment opposition no. Na you two aban no. Ye opposition I to say the UP.
They will almost come.
Na me say
why Union Party
opposition party.
A United Party for Adomoya day.
Oh, money NDC for neda.
United Party.
The only political party you opposition party they be our attacking the young opposition. Na on fan kwa aban so any UP. They are always on the neck of MPP.
They are embittered.
For what?
For making them go to United Party. You before.
You be Adam Sakubo.
You before. That is you before. Opposition is fighting opposition.
What was there weird? There be our new opposition there.
I'm in Asante Regional Chairman, Mr. Amoa. Mami Joe.
Abano aye de yetase amano ese omo hwesu yi no. Omo mfa abano ho. Omo de na tifi aye je biare na si omo de omo ne brother.
Mami Joe Sona.
Ye be se omo say ya omo meka yo.
Ye hwe Sona. Roads.
Mami mfa sa kwan so na menchia me constituency German South.
That's right.
Omo say me wo border. Ba kwam si krum eko ayi friend saying the zero amount de eko atu na ho nyina ye border. Ye nkrofo no bi kura no omoafu ewo Cote d'Ivoire.
Okay.
Bibre me sister panyi ni kunu ene na busuamfo nyina Cote d'Ivoire na omukoko wo.
Okay.
Nti obi a obetena social media ana obetena wa fidie so na ba bi obaka se Cote d'Ivoire for atikoko so bia no it's a lie. Ye nte so. Me free border na ba.
It was said by the majority leader.
It is never true. I'm telling you. You see,
real test for
baby. Oh, kind of. I will border. Wouldn't Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire relationship. Yeah, do Cote d'Ivoire. Yeah, for. And if you want ebay or be anti kukuzu Cote d'Ivoire. This is what is happening. Cote d'Ivoire no or more 2 seasons. To say Ghana you 2 seasons. I bet yeah Ghana yeah now so your price no in October now your season no shall say now. Yeah they run it for the whole year. You could see October be man say be announced price.
That's true.
This is the first time main season no enko na we na buy say be announced price for what kuku no so. From 3,600 to 2,500. And or more catch and say 2,500 na better than the 3,600. That's what we took on our people are telling us. But Cote d'Ivoire there no say omo announce for the main season na we do minor season almost a price adjustment.
Okay.
Inti main season omo announce in October no ya na 3,600 as Ghana 64 kilos no and no more dey to have do every week. Inti omo nte so what they intend doing is say omo be announce minor season na omo ba beto na be start March April and the be shas here. Inti e no the bet main season na omo de 3,600 buy and no omo de to main season. Omo for minor price be am buy. Inti obi trebe bi no ka so
that's I are Ghanaian from so. Also effective first match.
Inti
they are announcing a new price.
And yet the current cocoa no motor no.
To say the Ghana current cocoa na yate
no. That is the difference.
It is obi o Cote d'Ivoire no cocoa na or egu ho no a.
Yes.
Price new price nen kano.
Dabi enkano. Nti mo obi andada obi a. Na kwabra ade we kura se nya adwebo na woni patimu a. Enam se Ghana fo ati cocoa so nti no. O bom pa se Cote d'Ivoire fo so nti o cocoa so. O ti bi da.
Se ne obi esu nini.
Na obi esu woni so wo de na o ko so Cote d'Ivoire fo.
Ase Cote d'Ivoire fo.
Enti nya adwebo na wo.
Cote d'Ivoire teso a. The moment Cote d'Ivoire beteso no, there will not be any smuggling.
And America say wo who say smuggle na wo ka ho say wo de akote cocoa so. Wo akote so. E na wo de manku ya for 2,500. Na Cote d'Ivoire no nyante ne de so but ye for so ase Cote d'Ivoire te cocoa so mi wa nyante so. Enti say adwen wo tim ne ya say nipa ya na omo abetra ga na omo aka chen say MPP 4% economy ni say empire omo gba na say economy say na wonye Cote d'Ivoire for akuya for na obo empire say omo cocoa yente so. Enti adwen be no. Enti ye besere Cote d'Ivoire me firi border ho na e bai ye fu nyina ho ye do cocoa ho ye nte cocoa aye to ne sisi aye nte so. Ye ta so ton Ghana sika no de Ghana sika mo 64 kilos no 3,600 26 crack count. Oh my sona yeah madika ka say enema bi ane ye pese yete yante but a constitutional mandate for the president say obey adwuma na wo ye de na no nti enye new wa fulfilling the constitutional mandate as president nti ye be bona ba so would say President Mahama you be a yen kasare de ka ho de ya de pa and he did well only say to the prompt na we use no nim the way man o mo hye ne ma no na ma yedru bi ase na focus no nema bi ade ho and I think say he did well tie be bona ba so wa ye na adwuma o man no rise or the adwuma de ya adwuma umbu so wa ya ade and the presentation so it's okay yeah, it was okay but nema o ke kan no na ye bu bi ye be question some of the issues now we raise you know one ye bi say ho say o my baby a yadru sisi ya president ye kan fundamentals say macroeconomic indicators true o share inflation baby e 3 point something o share fairness say stability any de keka kan ho they are all true but who be so say it cut down how ma nkrofonya benefits no so ana currently I know say people who are benefiting from cedi stability na dollar no ne ho ayeden ama Ghana cedi na ne ho ayeden no about 10% of the population one ebia na wotua school fees in dollars dollar no a weekend ama Ghana cedi kano ayekese nti o $6 akutua school fees a wonye relief ebia woton car anase okwa akoto car because of dollar cedi rate nti no obetumi enya mfaso ho na saa nipa we nyina no so no nti if you look at it carefully abai no ma ahiafo ahiafo more and o ma sikafo more how nipa dodo se na omutumi to cars wo Ghana ya omo use as a private car okay nipa dodo se you look at the percentage nipa dodo se na frotro Omo amufo trotro no edo so sen omo amutumi toka ananya sa nete. Be trotro no sidi no aye kasa abafom no ye nte trotro no so. Enti ono mfa so be no nyae. Uko jomu a maamefo ya omunsu ye nto ade because there is no money in the system. Ya pompe dollar no e de agu system no e na e favor some nkrofo. And we are killing the local producers omo adwuma. Because they say no cheaper to import than say obe produce. And this mobile phone and can obetumi ay no Ghana. Na say cost of production no e wo soro a obese $100 no ya e wo phone no akwa akofa ba. So we are creating jobs for people in other countries. Emo ya always na emo nansi anda ni nam social media say emo ye nto. Glot abane de kika kan abro ne de kika ho nyina. What is happening they say emo no ya krafiri abuchiri no ne bo efo sen the local one.
Okay.
Enti amafo be se $100 no akwa akofa mo na ba
Na abebu.
Na abebu nti kuani no a wote esirem anase bia wote bono original okodo ayi emo no nkrofo nto enti wo mo samon de sisi wo obi abe ye easy say obekwa akokra free China ba. So you are creating or you are expanding the economy of China and you are killing the economy of Ghana. That is the reality. And yes, see ya man who bears it with 6 months within 1 year enemy. You see what will happen to most of local
industries.
I'm telling you. Currently they have started crying. But inyanya loud unti nkofo hu ni yi. Unti de ye yina say ye create employment ema other people. Ene na de member koko ya ye kan ho asema aban atesu. Unim say CD dollar rate no e kan ho na ama akuyafo no sika na ba fom no. Because government, what they I quite remember said when they be catching say almost they say $16 or $14 per cedi and almost they calculate cocoa no. Now you have manipulated the dollar to 10 cedis. Enti 4 cedis na can tell me what it ya. And because of this dollar CD issue, ye be ma cedi no and the dollar na kasa afọ mo natural level no ye nya gold a ye de ko abruchira ni ye nya dollars a na de be gu economy no na e favor some few people or ye businessmen no na at the expense of ye na ye hia for no. What is also happening they say economy no ye na ye local level no we are not getting the benefits ye create employment obobi. So when you come and you tell us say within Q1 Q3 you create 1 million more than 1 million jobs, so then you ask yourself question say where is that where are those jobs, where are they? Sector being sector by sector. It be a private sector no a critique, public sector a critique. You name say even nurses any teacher for a binder down of far more almost say almost far by November, December beto aba on buy your money and almost saki or munina. And a nurses and midwifery council for sorry and because that yentiase into a month 13,000 nurses no can want them no they were recruited in 2024.
Okay.
About win for me meka akatuya na wontu ntua wodi kantua first 7,000 and e koka from 6,000 bi and omo de call mo ho a na omo yeso ombetu omo ka na mo 1 month obi aye adwuma 10 months 11 months 40 months ye tua na 1 month afa na aban no ka chen say omo ba betua arrears na akam no omo spread it for the next 4 months ye wo ani no omo tua de amomo me wa teacher for den kan ho hwe Tony Goodman a oye obi a ono ne kasama minister of finance e ka kire yen ayi December mu say sa arrears na aba betua na wo January nduru ye hunu hwe February nduru ye hunu hwe March na nduru oso mbesha say April enti January ba ko na kan na anya adwuma na how can you convince me said ye wo kan sisi ya no wo betumi aya adwuma enti na obekọ sector bia no arrears ho enti koko no a ama koko price na aba for no o say MPP tano na cedi no eko omo de cocoa omo de 16 Ghana cedis and a calculation for the cocoa farmers. Nti o sesa sika na e masika no onya bebre. Nti de akuyafo no kan say untumi e ma omo de wo 500 na wo de beto so no a fa omo bra akufu ado 3,001 no. Na fa wo sika fa wo de na wo de to so fa wa de. But abai no an consider no e no do omo aba 2,500. Nti sa cedi ne dollar na yeah, it said the gold board and I manipulate because look, 1 year you to me pump $10 billion. Say yeah, they must see no why effect, no why Bruni. See no who ye fe no, say 10 billion my say unim say senka yetumi edibia 4 billion na aban no ka say ombe hia for 24-hour economy. And anka 10 billion ye this 4 billion no ede ma 24-hour economy secretariat no na say enekwa say authority no. And anka ye be say 6 billion no kwa na ye ma city no. Eye ye anka 4 billion we name the number of people anka create jobs among. So if people are not getting jobs, it is the actions and inactions of the government, the policies of government. And I'm do baby away. So your question and president make a say, or more creative and I say nipa 1 million, more than 1 million any jumaya. Where are those jobs? Or more hefa. And I say more
there's been fact check.
Yeah, possible. Why yeah, even fact check when we are more a joy for me, I say, and you're not great. You know, I suspect something.
What's the possible check?
Wafale RTI or the call Yuko. What is the president can say Yuko for so or more recover some 600 million Ghana cedis? Wafale say open information on that. A here for her any Jesus can free. Time bang.
Yeah,
8 to Baumia. That young lawyer.
Yeah.
And here for no more recover says can free more or pursue. Time bang accounts bang or mutia says can too.
Because Yoko 600 million.
Yes, into what they call Yuko.
I see 426 cases.
Yes,
are being investigated.
Need now open information
at the moment is in court.
Open information. And our file back also was Ghana Statistical Service about the 1.1 million, more than the 1 million jobs now present. Can say open information on that. Which sector? Private sector, public sector, or more cohen, or more nipa bear, or money why. You should let us know.
Because Statistical Service.
That's where
to
I'm
the best of my knowledge.
Omoko can 330,000.
That's 330,000 people.
Yeah, yes.
And the crowd did not say employment.
Yes.
Almost say they have jumped out of the poverty line. Meaning say omoko busa omono omanya bibi yentino. If I say omanya jumantino 330.
Yeah.
What is it to
the 1 million? Yeah.
Nah, just say emuwa.
Yeah. So what president did, and I say whoever wrote the speech for him. What they did, they say, oh, so I say quarter 1
and quarter
3. So they multiply the 330 by
3.
That is my suspicion. And the first quarter, to say, or say between quarter 1 and 3, no. Sanity quarter 1, no, we are 330, quarter 2, 330, quarter 3, 320, and all kind figures in our boom. So that gave them the more than the 1 million distance that they are talking about. That is my suspicion.
990.
That is my suspicion. And yes, sir, me nim baby a Ghana Statistical Service for can say or more Ghana for best say more than 1 million any job.
Because their last report,
it is not there. So who wrote it for the president? Is that the state of the nation? Until whoever did or misled the president, you know, that person should be punished. There can't be a dear president can say. Ye kwa enemy Omanhene afa the tempo afra. Omanhene afa the tempo afra say o work ayi tumi tutu. Because the economy na yi.
So buy or sit down.
So why all these arrears?
Original baby.
Original hefa.
Original baby.
We shouldn't paint the picture as if say by December 2024 MPP are buying free power 2025 no January no. Now, yeah, that's when they are quoting inflation, they quote the 54%.
Yeah, 2022. Everybody quotes 23.
Meanwhile, 23. Or not because Parliament is a house of records. But he was comparing a EFA saying sometime 2022 and that of 2025. It is mischievous and misleading. Because 2024, no, in 2022, near my see. Mejitum say inflation called 54%. But as of December, young people are buying every year, you know, it was 23%.
Yeah.
So why all these misleading figures? So the economy started recovering before MPP left office. Because from 54 up to 23, it's not a joke. If you look at interest rate, it was also coming down. If you look at inflation now, all the macroeconomic indicators, even IMF and World Bank predicted, say, 2025, Ghana will record single-digit inflation. Or more predicting 2024. Why did they do that? Because no money the IMF are buying or more INT or more predicting. So when you get 20 single-digit in 2025, it's not news. It was predicted by IMF now. More under them no. Oh my. Omampani electricity man tese oka ho asem ye kura wo. De ekosisi anye. Ntina meka say senka oka state of the nation.
Do hu ye na
De oka he no bebre ho a ye hu state ni ye.
What is electricity? What there now?
One, me say me free fie. Omu du mekania bedo. Me ba no pe kwa na e mai. Nancy sanete. Obi owo kuma ase ne nkran bia begya atum. Se electricity no enyina na nan so. The economy is not the best. But Omampani ampenti picture na maye hunu. What is the situation? What is happening at the electricity center sector? Ni nyina achi, look at the bills and how people are complaining. Because within half 1 year no we buy we're increasing electricity tariffs by 28.2%. It's a fact. You can't run away from it. That is a fact. And this will be liable a cost no complainer. More be uncontrollable. Now see the crowd no can so meter no mu use no a MPP are buying this meter no buy and tina ama a meter no ready to say usembo to Americano. Same way. Na ye kama nkrofo na ebi nso age adi.
Na ede asem na mahu a social media trend na ye adwanto a.
Yeah. Osi ento ne bafu.
Osi Ghana for ento no bulk na omo use no wise.
Yes.
People are mad.
Me say Jesus no kra na omo deal with her.
I don't know.
The young guys and I tell you how they have dealt with her.
Why would you tell Ghanaian na bulk no omu osika?
That is the issue. Ono ne want to say o.
Because if you tell me to go and buy electricity bulk, then it's a mean go to 10 million.
Yes.
I mean using the wise.
But so me will say yes.
Do I have that wherewithal to buy electricity in that bulk?
That is it.
I'm beginning to have a problem with my sister Nana because Anano crowd also on is here on that time in Kudikenke. It's Kenke crab walk.
Oh, we say mama we extra television so esugu Akufo-Addo so.
Okay. Yeah.
Ati my refrain. And now catch the young ones now no we school cry nyam fa na adwuma ma onye sika na okoto be 100 bi obe use ama na ho ato no say on 2000 Ghana cedis na wo say use ni nyansam. Since when did she know that?
I saw a lady and the lady was
I'm telling you uko social media no so a oh omo ne na di nyonyo
me nua ba na ya Mr. Wa be mindful of
baby wa kwotena no
mesre na
because when you VAT or tima
and run I was going through me tiena
now now on internet no so
video so na ugbo ha na madam Jantwa madam
maburo omo fa ndi agro. You see, these are some of the appointees who normally put government to position. Because of 24-hour economy at present promising. Because it is a cocoa de ya can was my maybe ye MPP ni na abaya ye nim so betumi anwene power catch them say cocoa no abai way to the 3,001 na me more 6,500. Today they are talking about percentage. They never told us anything about percentage. Almost categorical. Eric Opokumo finance the current finance minister. Or Kayaka say the managers of Ghana Cocoa, they are useless. At force him. Today, one to me and taught 3,001 nokura. What they about 2,500. And ye bisawa.
Nigeria for 80 is also.
80. Until I make 3,000 so I mean for 20. Say also 20. Approximation.
All right, but we call a year APP owner. Na abino position. What chere minor baby agina. Mamintio so na there na was more can APP.
Minia machia minia. Unfortunately no, Mombo party no. I told you ye no more because my party for the past 8 years no you the Ghana for come. But let me make it clear. 2016 say you know more alliance when I was in UPP. So the Kejana so no. 2020 you know said Abi my party no we do much and have problem, obenya problem. And in fact they show it to Ghanaians. And this all meant to be no meet now opposition.
I see.
Because 2024, yeah, the NDC co-alliance, yeah, we declare our support for them. So,
and
me who fed that. And I got because me nipples be our bem. Me bra penia better na how I can't send be brain. I am a yemen or start free or mu pay. Ko yadie, and I'm not justifying say ABA will be ABA also bra baby. No, that is not what I'm saying. But it happens between you, the MPP and NDC. These are some of the method or modi firm with the Ghana folk and TDB diwa Omanhene Yaw because Ghana folk kra mudi be firm. Your government. Womu kra na no munya abanye juma. Na woma yi woma juma. Na abanye kachire womu se. Mon fesi camera meto bondu mami na metua mu sei kura no edu baby mo aban no etwa wo mu sakola ama nipa bebere fam wuyi private sectors ebinum wuyi no kura no anya aban adwuma enti ene sa account kakra anya abotre o metua osika ama so I say even John Dramani Mahama no yes president kura no obeye your friendship previous president no kura no edu baby kura port kura de man chance ma ne mfa ho mudi ni nyina yaka nti kakra we are so any for past 8 years the man called Ghana for any no honorable what did they 8 years nti udi ya 1 year Omanhene Yaw pay no beba why so don't worry about it when you are honorable tie ka dollar asem okay wakasa bibri na metie di na mehwe no sa na say hey nipa da say ni no mama kai me papa kuntonkoli ni bia no ohwe koko so na ohum papa sa no na papa ba na wa wusuriti was shombo ayem bobo obi antiase se na apafo no amudo koko no omu wiam papa tim papa nso fi kromo ba no asa your shopping no dia brewo munti wodi ma wo mo no gina wa na ye ne yase shombo ayem bobo je se nkrofo ya wo mu wiawi o ba no asa atwade now the ababe chewo mo amani hunu a MPP for the FM for the past 8 years up to now krasele ya ono da so yimu and I urge them say so mu ba radio no mu opportunity no mu be kasa akere Ghana fo a the edikan with humility omunya se omunyi ntum se wo mu ha Ghana and Ghana fo mfa ye bone chewo but omu sa ba no mu se be huru yakoma and honorable man we opposition mo better acho because ye mubine still ya come and toy yam ewo mo ho President John Dramani Mahama sani honorable kan no ye constitutional mandate say yes woko na woko kan Ghana ye bobre ekere yen honorable better ha wo hunu bibi papa bia nka amfa ho wo hunu hwiwom but one of the statement by John Dramani Mahama or see, we did not arrest the dollar. We strengthened the dollar and put on a good fight against the other currencies. Momo time on obi kacha ese wachi dollar or the safwana kwa koma IGP. Ya tiye ni na wodwane no across border. Ama dollar ni huri 17. He's also saying honorable sometimes aya mumfa ni de kakrama was it dollar no upper form nti affect cocoa no na cocoa for na boka for nti kaya ma dollar no kodru 17 ni 18 na momode ye koye no aya sometimes mumma ye peace of mind kakra na ye ne ye wa ahukirem no ye ho koso nkire kakra look yet Chrome has said ma will be use dollarization at the election when the fundamentals are weak. The exchange rate will expose you. That time, no dollar was about 4 cedi. And no must see dollar not saying yet. But when we talk about dollar, you could do 17 there, you are expecting Ghanaians to understand say what the other year. And Tianje 17 into. But where was the fundamental at that time?
That when a dollar cost 17.
Motam dollar new 17.
Dollar was 16. It never entered 17.
16.
Which figures are you quoting?
Let us agree. 16. Let us agree.
16.
Let us agree 16. If I don't be fine, say.
Dollar, almost found 4.3.
Found 4.3, me boy. Very good. That find 4.3. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, I know said there when the fundamentals are weak.
The exchange rate will expose.
So which exchange rate was he talking about?
And yes, send rate here.
Very good. But whether it is 16, whether it is 15, I can even agree with you with 10. I don't have problem with it. You use it. Say dollar no kuta or mine. There's also a mine or Bobrebia exchange rate will expose you. And I expose them also. Today, you are still insisting, say dollar now about for one pay and can cost so. That is what you are telling Ghanaians now.
You got me wrong.
No, I didn't get you wrong because that is what you are saying. No. Your argument was saying that to say dollar noa yadisika shemunu meba dollar na yadisika shemu na ye 10 billion no whatever they are quoting no enunti no affect and yemabi and cause our 4 cedis na $4 na free so no yeah the self exchange rate in that calculation. Is that not what he said?
Yeah, that is what he's saying.
So basically, in other words, he's telling us that the Ghana should have shoot up because the shoot up or the cocoa price would have gone up. That is what he's trying to tell us.
Okay.
Basically. So what I say, but fundamentally,
on a natural level.
But fundamentally,
manipulation for the optics.
But fundamentally, Mutina kuro isu ye hard the dollar be ye politics ukuro mu asi am ye koto abama mo at long last a mu fra be mu e de ade na mu di jaye ka mu jaye ahokyere enipa ewuwu ye wo mu amode he ka teto wo mo so ni nyina Ghana for swallow that and ye koto aba 2024 and Ghana for ye mo sinche. President John Dramani Mahama in the State of the Nation address ya okoye ya unless say penny panasem, it's not about aura to say they are okay say kasa di winum kasa no bi nim kasa okroma obi nim kasa sen Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia why ubetimi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kasa okrom ha any abaye de man no 8 years no ne kasa no you compare it ne kasa no any JDM de Edian na President Mahama kan wa Sonia. Edian sem no kan yenti a wo kana cocoa price yenti so what you say we were compelling Abidjan price. Wo si Abidjan dia no first match mpacho ene date yesay. Ene date yesay. Ene third day. Match mpacho faster so because ono the other so.
Third match.
Very good.
They've
because what can I so say your friend say was the first match
me see between match and
so what you see
between match and
today Abidjan price our case was the first match one was the first was your first match
they announced
and this first match I'm taking you out too. They say I'm taking you out.
Me say Ayariga got yes. Effective first match.
But I make sure say no crowd no on into.
Now we say
not on into. So what you say?
Allow him.
Entino minya. Cocoa price ya. Listen. Ya ba ben mo no. Ni ato cocoa 500 metric ton, 500,000 metric ton with the price of 3,600. It's a fact, obianim, because that time, that was the calculation over there. They calculated the market for 500,000 metric ton. We are not disputing that fact, and we are paying the same amount of 3,600 at that time. We are paying that money to them. You know it. You are aware. You are aware. Name momono. Nia ye fe nia beji enru aban ho no enu nia use the new calculation dia ma wo mo. The government already lost almost about $150 million if he's paying the 3,006. You are aware? Enti mo tumfu trogo akuafo ni na mo di on. And I'm so chroma bibia ya dia politics in tea because everybody wanted to gain power. Enti esa ade be the least opportunity obenya bia no. Esa o use no dia politics in tea no. Hey, Chroma say one show you kura na so be. This is a country sebi. Ya ne kura de politics. Ya di bibia ya politics amatememufo no bre. Otie ka se nipa kakra bi na egeni e President Mahama penso. Hey, have you forgotten Ade Kyeɛ? Mo penso. How many people did you give opportunity, including your own party? Your parliamentarians were crying. How many people benefited from your party? So what you say? So this has become a banter between MPP and NDC when they took power. What they say is different from what they do. Or mobile friends and family.
But
it is going on currently.
You are doing double standard.
Why double standard?
You are doing double standard. You are talking about, as you are communicating here, you are even communicating for the government more than the government itself.
No.
I was MPP and NDC. So what's standard there?
Oh, no, say. Our person just say, Muni Mora, say, Mokan answer.
MPP and NDC now.
There be more MPP for.
No, but he's saying, it will be a MPP and NDC.
Yeah,
they are minor politics.
Honorable.
Meanwhile, you are part of the NDC.
Hold on. Honorable, that is why I started, say, 2016. We were part of MPP.
I don't have any evidence.
So you have been with MPP.
Yes.
And you have been with NDC.
And today you are with
NDC. Hold on. So now where do you stand?
Hold on. Now make sure I say. Honorable,
MPP, where do you stand?
And I make sure I say, yen, we are for good governance. Abanya oba obeboa amagana so we don't care that.
So for you, this 1 year, now, you see good governance with Omanhene.
Of course, and I've already told you, say, 2024 we align with them. I declare support.
Very
for
good.
Them.
And
so if I am
near all year, no say a fan say nyanka obeka.
That is exactly what I'm saying. Yes, sir.
But you see good until you are expressing it.
Same kasaba. Okay. And I'm me are met of the many woman so that you understand me.
Okay,
and just as I buy the ye bibi, that's a because I am lying with you. So no.
Okay.
We Madika Catch was a one. Yeah, you're neutral, but we support every government because what so intention is good for Ghanaians.
And it aligns with your policies, sir.
That's it. That's why so it's not about NDC. I don't tell that me use NDC and MPP, you know. So for you should get me where I say both of you now at the same scale. But not because he said yes, say no. Many MDC for line, you know. So we have on the crowd,
but so far there,
not so far. There are a lot of things I mean no money, and I will come there.
Okay, then let's go there.
Yeah, there are a lot of things I mean no money. Hey, me say more policy about free education. Me no money say. John Dramani Mahama first term, Uta State who see community day schools. That was your idea. Yama opportunity, says Sabra. Oba, as the idea of community day school, no, maintain asempebia. And it worries me.
Okay.
Yes, it worries me. You see, me buy an okay education was look, in the education sector, we need a lot of restructuring. Because problems ewo honum papa and a problem wa hamranti and mabawa, especially teachers. And you know, so we are by now banners one more when you and cohun. Nessa would do any coffee for baby and me. We had opa ye dear mammy. If that area alone a destroyer tackle, I don't care about what you did. So for me, many women are doing it. Two, there are a lot of things to be or my point is, you know, or my satire or more behavior. To the extent they say, a opportunity any the amount. That doesn't mean say when you answer in Ghana for you now. It's like you are president of Ghana.
Appointees.
You are president of Ghana. And yema on say Yamawa Konya Sebra Nasa ministry we say be ye that akonya na ye diama ya farmer will say Jeto Kokoso now na mano akuntain.
And the one who be all yes, sir.
Oh, most of them. I don't want to mention them. And you know. So I
don't know.
You know.
I
so
don't.
And it means sometimes.
Maybe who government sometimes your Amas appointee be a one man the battery so be a all year.
Hey, I mention bidding.
And I'm saying a bini wine.
Yes, see a crack. A Randy Abbey. What are the people say? Even including me. Send a Jumayano me were problems were home.
Okay.
So what I say, Sam George, the Jumaye, me were problem, or even energy minister, crying the Jumaye, me were problem kakra. Because for Ghanaians to pay 1 cedi per gallon, to keep our light on, not up to now, no, or zoom pre. You see, the problem I'm having is say, you see, digitization, you see, credit no first amount for Owia, and this a first the NB. Say the wa konekoto, ne fabeguso. Nanka we die matimi akoto me credit di abegu me light nso a eno so ka me nya amane light ne ma why na me ko blem no.
Okay.
So what you say? So those are the things. And it's a betrahana make us not because they say me see many and this year land no more ya de boni I mean but the fact. Say MPP for there. Sanka sembiti se koko die yikura ba kula. Omu kwa je mu nkabi. When we are talking about economy in this country, omu they shouldn't. Because the problem that we are facing now, 80% were caused by them. See, your friends and family say nipa kakra bi na benefit from the J Dream and mamumua. You are the West.
So, but your mommy, ye Daniel Waba, ye 5 jadi nkratoi, ye buy better watch me, dear no so. Money and time, ye basses here.
Ya Owia si ene sa ope sika atre wadwuma mu anasa woniema begu pot na wonya sika mfa nkoyie na adane wadwendwen eno nti na wo se wonya sika kwabia obeboa mu wadwuma na atu mpon Dwabin Bank PLC ene wani daso yen asampa loan ewo homa wona wo pebesia I import won niema ana uton auto part utonton cars eniema hoduo bia ema amoton tuma ana entade sa akwanye wo homa obibia se obeba Dwabin Bank na oni abehwehwe nkomo na yen asampa loan die yenyi collateral yenyi commitment fee die wo hia application letter ye begina so dana ede loan ama wo interest rate na ekituwa bi obapa loan scheme ewo homa emergency for makam ho abom se ekuo na mo recognized institutions na mo pese modwuma enyini kwosro eno ne qualify mo motumbaji loan na mekai wo se interest rate ni ekituwa bi your savings account current account microfinance shares susu dachinti investment group loan fixed deposit any de kika ho Dwabin Bank PLC yen head office for Asante Dwabin yen other branches ni bi so ewo Ejoso Roman Hill Adesheman Pankrono Magazine Road Abuaso Fumesa Onye Sipetimpom Bonre Dwabin ene yen ni officer ye bie no Atonsu Market ebe Kumasi High School Junction Freya 0271 409340 Ana 0544 745856.
Onyame frada wo so nanso honam ahode fasika semu wo fam a entimi ma won konkodru obotai ne ho ana akwanya so bi mada na Grace Fountain of Life Theological Bible Institute edema wo ya dupe dosuko wo Bible adesua ne kirechire mu free ya new sika bia be ya 3 months 6 months and 12 months intensive courses ebema wanya international certificate in Christian ministry, international diploma in theology and international degree in theology. Ye wia ya ordained ama wa be ye pastor, apostle, prophet, evangelist and a teacher. Ye wo Madina hachu Kasua, Tema, La Paz and Nungwa. Fre Apostle John Elvis Ofosuhine 0244 660785.
My name is Pauline Odro. As a mother, a musician, and an actress, keeping fit and staying healthy has always been my priority. It's been said that water is life, and I love life. Tell you what, drinking clean and healthy water has always been part of me. You know why? Because it keeps me young and healthy. Let me introduce to you water that has been taken through proper purification by Obibini Black Man Company Limited, with their highly skilled personnel both from Germany and Ghana. Equipped with a modern state-of-the-art laboratory in a clean and hygienic environment, approved by the Ghana Food and Drugs Authority. Stay hydrated with Set Natural Mineral Water.
washia aba emana kwaba na mpom to say
Bajo nyame adome ho ye.
okay me ba on chance see am me hwe birthday see na me right Chama Rashidi Nusa communication team member MPP Ashanti region and ne eyewa woda yema otrin kwa Honorable Kojoba na hene bedi ako hey ko ba hene happy birthday former DC for Suta Nanabna of Kumasi Breman, the student of Amstead. Very madron in he sends this to you. Nana Yankroma Dia of Mana International School, Breman UGC. Today's your birthday. From your father, Nanaba, Kokudia, and your uncle, Honorable Wafa, and Wamu. Prince, Makosem producer at Ezra TV F and FM. Today is your birthday, Prince. Yeah, Grace of Owia TV sends that to you. Reverend Albert Boakye of Kumasi North Diocese, Calvary Society, Namon Methodist Church. Today is your birthday from your wife, Mrs. Sylvia Joe. And then happy birthday to Sikahima Jasmine, news anchor at Moonlight FM Sunyane. Sikahima Jasmine. And then Mr. Frank J. Dakon Action. Incoming Asukwa constituency chairman. Incoming, I shall say. MPP from your wife and kids. Frank J. Dakon. Don't want our friend Action. Onabosia. Sona. My name is Obana Utie. Woman nyina kakra dia.
Oh, mpacho menyamre nti.
Want to kakra enya hwe.
Bia to mfuturo ana.
Bombo de obia to be wa. Baba Vinci, your comment on the issues and some of my penalty to ja a far roads, a far employment, a far economy stability, a far temporary refinery has come back. Any general.
Okay, Omanhene me dasi. Ede mpacho onu mpanyo for mo fancha me my late kakra.
Okay.
Sina na make an unfo do so oye ni nyina. Na oba adwen so gun se ma oyi ni mako. Na ema muja de wo ya na ya wadaje. Enti maba be pia he san se meja.
Ya mic no kakra because
meja de me ye enti menya adaje be pia.
Bedasi.
Omanhene em say we na eye full the first full State of the Nation's address, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, why after a first full year.
That's right.
Back on a D kind of there, Afiana now
waba.
But we dear, NDC Abayanoa, a Timua, or Noa Tremua, Eddie Afia, Waba, Ubun Kunta, Senior Omanhene Yaw. Constitution in a Maho Kainsa, Okokai Article 66 of the 1992 Constitution. I just say Afibia no afino eba be shasia also man panyin ko mrahye badwa fi na okokyere Ghana fo nyina baabi a Omanhene gina ene baabi a yebekọ akoduru enti edi kan no de amamra constitution ne kan ene no man panyin John Dramani Mahama wotu hu anamo since 1992 amam panyin ahodo a aba nyina obi a ama State of the Nation's address.
That's right.
Because a constitutional requirement enti eno ne ade a amam panyin aye. But infonyin na ankasa de say e wo ho NDC abanya o ho CCA January 7 2025 and our share say obu o man senya enyina enim no na eyo man a atoba Nana Akufo-Addo ne Baomia o menya Ghana aban no bra o mo ko no e wo kwan papa so o mo toto o mawe ajeje mu enti Omanhene John Dramani Mahama ne NDC amanyoko bae no na wo se yetu anamo a ebeboa ade ba ko a Omanhene na abo oman from eye the friend of fiscal discipline meka fiscal discipline na ye sika ye wo na sene ye be kura no na akire se ye twa ye ntoma ama na se sene ye wede ete no Nana Akufo-Addo ne ba mi aban no ntimi anya ne sa nti e ma ye ko ahohiam Omanhene ada wo kasa no wo kasa wo beto economy a na economy na ho de ni nyina agina opepepe America sika no edwotwe num $85 billion the friend gross GDP no CCA $113 billion
na say afentem economy no enioma ye produce ewo oman yi mu any the year services no say ye de ni nyina ekosika afemu a ehwiri akọ $85 billion eduru $113 billion na just say economy no are expanding eka aban we beto car na aban bia ma Ghana metu bida. And I'm explaining the macroeconomic basis in respect of where we have gotten to at this very important point in time. So where your mind na oka dokru bebre na untimi ntua oka ye wo be say 26 indicators a e de kire say economy bi agina ne nan so
ana say ebuahwe.
Yes, and as I say ebuahwe 26 about 26 key ones. Ba ko ehie ya na di akotini umpa man ne aye say o man bi be man nsa so aka say ahoncha ba misu o make am de na nya de ametimi atua. Adane na make catch obi say bre champion aban ne ba no sometime along the line or yeah dear friend no unilateral repudiation of a country's debt. Me say yeah tan da. But here the Nana Kufa do me the no make say ye ntimi ntua. It's not like ye ntua. I'm using ntua it's like you how bad you won't pay. But in this case they were saying ye di bi mpa ye betua and truly na nya de na betua because on the 19th of December 2022 and amman ahodo ani nyuma ahodo aya na emma sika bobra ne ka kire se debi se na e ka amene ne nya de ombe mma sika bio and you are we were locked out of the international bond and capital market. The aban we buy na so toto ne nyuma ye se na be ya sika sem e be gina ne na so.
Okay.
Nti ube kaya December 2025 Euro bonds are na MPP aban na gia na hu akohia se wo se ekotua kan aban ni kotua 709 million Ghana cedis December obeka company John Amani mama kan ho asem. About 2 weeks ago wakwa kotua 10 billion Ghana cedis ama domestic bond holders na o musika nsi hu adu a wo se ede etua ede ma wo. Enti aban ni to na mo we nyina tuatua sika na amagidie eba economy ni mu bio se aban ni kra na se ye bon besi a otimi ede otimi tua. In the one said, the Ministry of Finance the letter be a basse. Upon a 2 ma Ghana say nya de bit me about this bond. Say ye be happen because ya honke kan chese it me to ayeka.
That's right.
Enti omampanyi John Dramani mama aban no abo modern ye free. E car na amene ye ne na adokro Ghana aban na ye ho ane anye no. Nkakra ye free saa de no. Ye car e ma yen edosu ko e wa hohiahim. And Saadi we me bon pa se ni sa aban bia beba o ma bia to ye bio se abaya wontimi nhye ne ho so e wo sika korakoram no waye o man sika basa na ewiase ne katimi mene na ma besia kora wabo no ono apagya ne nsa se mi ni sika me de to bio.
Okay.
Ade hard because you see the fact of the matter is that senya sa domestic debt exchange ni external debt exchange na kufu ado ne ba me aba na de call ya Ghana nki yakwa ni maduru ba bia o si edi because this is here no Ekabia nkosi yetua na last 3 years, last 4 years no. Afena
accumulate
a yetua. And ohwe macroeconomic and fiscal management ya. Enya na mo o se yehwe se tu se ye be de ye be duru hosad bin. Now as a student of political economy, me hwe baby a ye duru no a e wo se ye bo man panyi John Dramani mama eni se aban no abaso. Esan se Sami no kasa sisi e cry no. Ohwe senia ya manage ye exchange rate na. Eno kra ma ye ka bebre na ane aje no so ate.
How do you answer those who say you have injected artificial 10.4 billion into the economy and you know the exchange rate is artificial?
So me yi sa question anu we. Na man kasa kra bi ne pon a I would have been fulfilled.
Yes, I'm a question.
Very important. No, you've asked a very important question. Thank you very much. A pure propaganda. One, and yet, sebi, nyawodi no. Wamon sem kan, and yen sem kan sebi, Mr. Nimdi womb.
Okay.
Nimdi ni sansem kan.
Dienti now because.
Dienti a make church money. NDC abine buy no. By December 2024. Na yen gross international reserves on say sika ye de asia ekwa ahokyire mu a yetimi kopodwa bi de ye bibi de ye beto ye no na ye $8 billion the MPP for edija ye eno no. That is December 2024 mfa say 7th January 2025 the transition mo e ba no 1 year after at least up until sometime around December 2025 no 1 year after
na January 7th
January 7th
2026
no na akwa koduru 13.8 billion dollars
na you say aban no the 5.8
billion dollars
abeka 8 billion okay
it is MPP for catch say NDC aban na pompe sa na ayo mo kan bo minimum so mo the pumping machine na you say den yo so mo pumping $10 million
10
billion dollars within this 1 year the euro economy ni mu na ye betu $8 billion ya yakofa $10 billion no way see betu $8 billion within 1 year
say be a moton gold
there be say you be pump bibi sa because o pump ya your reserves na akofa de be gu economy ni mu o reserves are ya betu you say $8 billion within 1 year na the 5.8 I dey account. But also what I say. The account is say $13.8 billion. It even tells you say $8 billion na we jai and fine sankai. Anambwa.
Okay, but what about the argument say modi tons I wo maton.
Fantastic. So that argument again falls flat. In the one say first point in my channel says we jai $8 billion.
Na me the 5
billion. Na the 5.8 account na akosora.
That's the only guy in the fair being
yes, yenso muntimi kan say me de 10 billion ma be pump it.
Okay.
The ego economy.
Okay.
Kafro, is it about expenditure or revenue?
Dabi. No, avert your mind to my question. Almost here the 10 billion ye de wura economy.
You've injected.
See you inject here reserves. And I kofa dia begum. But just what I say. But reserves now we jai no. E swachen de wo see de gu economy ni mu. Nti kofa no he.
Okay. Go ahead.
But just let me come out here say. So that argument falls flat. Let me come to the substantive issue. You see, the aban way, you know, central banks we are seeing in a year. We monetary theory, a very common. Your friend no financial intermediation. Me sure say what. But for the purposes of our listeners, yen chiri Bank of Ghana award your friend no nostro accounts. Every commercial bank. Make a commercial bank. I mean, commercial bank ya inimuno. Banks ya aka account ni nyane. You from commercial bank generally. Na sa nostro accounts no. Ejuma baako a ni say bank of commercial banks ni here dollars ya. The CD equivalent of here in dollars no. Omo this kind of koma. Your friend is say Bank of Ghana through the nostro account. In essential nostro accounts in na drobenya commercial banks in ne Bank of Ghana for firm edi omo ngita ho. And you will make a request say ebi am here the dollar equivalent of 10 billion cedis. Na yemfa nya adwuma ma yen clients. Bank of Ghana jisa sikana na Bank of Ghana adani sikana de ama gold board. And the ones are gold board so mo aggregators, sub-aggregators, self-financing aggregators, no keka. Na gold board adane sa sikana de ama aggregators no omo dia to gold. Omo de to gold na ye de call amano ne akonya abrochire sika dollars meboa. A dollar ne ba nti bank A se bia de 10 billion Ghana cedis ne ba ya na ye de ne dollar equivalent ne de ade na ye de amount ne de obi ade de amano. But also what you say your friend financial intermediation endi banks ni sika na o de ba no eno na run through the economy
enti nyese
aban na akọ carry reserves wakọ carry reserves be a free chain and now or the abegum say me de support your friend say currency no well bank of IMF when they can raise this issue and I church mutual no matter because all over the world financial intermediation is
now that. The maybe I'm so bad actually na me
no problem
they said now there's an argument that says there was 31 tons.
Yeah.
The government of the day added 7 tons to 38 tons.
Yes.
Now you have sold almost 18 tons of the gold reservoir. Ebema inenya hoten. Maton na monton. Enti maton asesika na way. Eno na modi akoka reserve no ho ana say eno enam de abegu economy.
Fantastic question. Again, I'm happy that there's an opportunity to explain these things. You see, I mean, okay, say 1 ton of gold, almost $5,200.
Yeah.
The highest in a pretty long while.
Yeah.
Just say, a kosropa. Bank of Ghana, the reserves, okipu ebi in gold, no okipu be in dollars.
That's right.
Tien gold, our Bank of England, our UK. Of course, we are here for now. I might be break kipu gold reserves, our Bank of England. Bank of England, or more than 22,000 gold bars belonging to other countries as reserves. But also what I said. The Bank of Ghana, you have a diversification of portfolio. Bank of Ghana or occupy reserves in cash, no occupy be in gold.
In gold.
But say our gold bo akosro. And this gold bo apeja akosro no. Bank of Ghana say yen gold reserves 38 tons was say egu ho no. Yen sore na tem bia yen hwe anim na yen twa no precision say eyefe. Si yen sa na gold no bo no teba form a.
Ye be sa
gold na egu ho no elusu value ye koton elusu value. And this is na gold ni bo no akosoro no.
Yen tombi.
Yen na ni yen sa, yen na diversify yen portfolio no.
Okay.
Na yen tombi yen koji ebo no akosoro aye $5,200 wo wi ase afa na adwaso no. Na sika no yen fansie.
Internet se nye se ye ton ase.
Enye se ya ton se ye di. Ana ya ton se ye de be bon sika na egu economy ni mo.
Akwaya to say na cocoa egodru be 13,000 na enka ebi mo eka say cocoa board na wosen ko mo ye prudent etono at that rate na bi o man timi anto. Bank of Ghana now has been very proactive in the sense say baby a cocoa na do gold edu sesia no ye tobia ebetimi amai enough dollars a actually eba from krana the gold will not lose it.
Yeah, so maybe two issues. They are Bank of Ghana here. Me say or diversify the portfolio. Portfolio no management na dynamic, fluid. And yes, sir, tembia na sikano egu ho saa omo dey ehwe nim. Na emu ma say global development trend o dane no se na be ya oman be nya ho mfaso. The gold bo kosoro dia. I say gold idea ko Bank of England no. Ye JB muton ni enya sika na edi sika na dey esie.
Okay.
But also, so what I say. And to here, once they see a reserve, no, a broke the usual 3 months of import cover.
Yeah, it's about 6 months.
It's about 6 months now. HSS are to range me to a my Ghana.
Bosumisia.
You wait my share. You wait me the boy home bra.
Okay.
Cocoa board there no example no you're right. Because bra could do what's it say 13,000 tons. All can almost cocoa board Anton. It could not have been right because na 2022-2023 season no cocoa board for Eddie yen gold no akwa akosi awawa yen cocoa no akwa akosi awawa the ya can roll over no and almost 785,000 tons no medical agi hu sika almost ya be supply cocoa beans no actually
na ka 330
na ka 333,000 tons
yen supply
but the di ka ko agi hu sika no ya agi hu sika no 2,600 tons $2,600 per ton. And the brad any call 13,000 no anke betumi aton ni akonya 13,000 now say e dey beans no ko tua 2,600 per ton no ka because na your contract ya sign that they can akọji hu sika.
Okay.
So obviously there was no way we could have taken advantage of it.
Okay.
82 issues. The argument say buying pump 10 billion Ghana cedis the real economy no enya no kre. Enya ade a mesre say Ghana for you to ma enye. Oman na hu sika na Bank of Ghana dane no sene ebe ya ebe ma sika na ejina. Na se yetimi pompe sa sika no bebregu economy ni mu a. Ade na MPP for anya ama Ghana for anya ahoto. Say we say MPP for say no omo almost 30 tons of gold omo jai. Ade na omo da sorry na omo akotwa gold no prince na Ghana for ho kire omo. Na city na kwa akodu 17. Enu nti na ba omo ani akufu ado ni so obi ahwe omani mu Ghana ha bio. Omo be bo omo ya bro. No me bo omo ya bro he. Si e bon pa ye ti ahun boni wo Ghana say yare bi na ha bi mfiri so a eye ba omo ya ani akufu ado.
Hey.
Mi obia mo sampa sankofu men oman akonya bia bio.
Ye mompa ye say ahunboni free so a.
Free so yemfa mfra ba omo ya mfra. Emfa ni mfra say kumo. because my here who was 30,000 tons of gold go ho
Kasaguma.
who was 30,000 tons of gold egu ho ubetimi di sika no adane de aboa yen currency na manage na na so wanye obi ba no ya so ntiase na onim ho a nka asra pro
Yeah, na
kwa bra wo no say now you dem pafe. So the fact of the matter is that Omanhene John Dramani mama ni NDC bet two omanya na esi ncheche omanya na ni nankokom ayemre omanya na ni chepe ewo fom nkakra nyame adrum eni amamuo papa ni ahohyeso ni sika papa ntoto ye no na amaya ba beduru bebia ya ba beduru ade na ne ya bie kwan se etumi beje besia. But then we just say because at the first in the budget now catch Ghana for say we are not going for bonds anytime soon. But just make what you say. Okay. So clearly, you lay foundation for economic development. There can see betu na mo abeboa na omen so etimi agina ne na so na bibia. Etimi anti who be me a. And sometimes I am person me discuss these matters. I do maybe how the economics here propaganda. Ayana and said
okay, Martin.
I prefer to discuss these matters as they are academically rather than do politics with them. Clearly, the figures are right because the only way I bet the economy I see the figures.
Medasi. But remember on chain.
You see, say honorable Kase. Economics on per se the propaganda ya adwuma why na ha no pa nyina propaganda nko a enya academic exercise propaganda nko na why no. Look, let me read something for you. Your friend saying President statement now, this is the caption. Mr. Speaker, our reserves currently stand at USD $13.8 billion from USD 8.9 billion by the end of 2024. This covers 5.7 months of import cover. A key driver of this development has been the establishment of the Ghana Gold Board. So what is new here? Ajuma we in a PMMC for no money. So what they did was to change a name and on the new bill called Parliament. And on the two men de minia samijem fiatuano.
No, but PMMC could not. Ghana, see, our gold board. It's like cocoa board. You can't sell your gold to anybody. It's criminal. PMMC time. Even though it was criminal, but it was not strong as cocoa board.
Now, cocoa no, you can want them say cocoa board from one or moto cocoa no. A base cocoa price na Cote d'Ivoire. Any difference with my amount smuggle?
They do.
So what is it? Oh my, the TNC say, you see, you give credit where credit is due. Sa idea a metaphor so from PMMC to gold board no. Yeah, yes, yen to gold. Na yemfa empushi esika no hwan adie no yenko bisa mrafo motifi hwan obed otu aka no minu hwan adie
o to amanya
da bi enya wo na me bisa no
me da me kan
da bi why propaganda na bi hwan adie minu akasa na me no na wo hansa na bo ba hwan adie o kama me kama
ba le good board idea
Enti obia me na bro a otifie enim se baumia na de idea we buy ye yina enim se ye ko challenges him me metra me kan jo say MPP time no yanko challenges him and ye duru ba bia ye duru. That's why initially I told you say inflation went to 54% boy but ye ba pa na ete buy be duru 23%. Yes sir. Enti me metra e me ka say o MPP time no everything was rosy. Me yes sir. Me a dishonest person and I'm not being honest. But uko challenge more. Uhwe se hemfa na ufiri a ukoduru challenge no. Mitigating factors ben na wode to dwa betumi afiri sa challenges no.
Okay.
Ye nyina ye ni made yes here. And I'm happy say bia ye nya time me discuss. Today president is cautioning us. Say what is happening in Iraq, Iran, US, Israel no, can have effect on Africa. Ye mpese better say ase no bi. Enye true. Bomb bi anto Ghana. Oh, Debbie, bomb be anti president on prompting cry, yente cry, because bomb be any be free Israel beto Ghana. Na yaka say, no more, and I say, Iran beto Ghana, and yaka say, any effect where so. Debbie, we know, say, we went through COVID for more than 2 years. Now, Crofokro, Munko Juma, no Mutifia, na by the Tuaboka. Shape on co, plane cranko, or Mom Flabru Cheba, na COVID, a bino e campo mo e wo big hotels ani etu omo ka free niam we nyina ye so Akufo-Addo make promise or make statement we then say we know how to bring the economy back but we don't know how to bring human life back because na onim de wo ho ye nyina ye nim say ye can countries me say mo manage covid ye pa wo wiase nyina Ghana ka ho enti ye course ha niam we nyina mu a ye free mu apɛ e na Russia and Ukraine war e bai o kan mo so mo party enye no kre and we are here today so we are waiting patiently ye nyina ye nim say de ekofa bai wo flag kura wo de ye ye friend say bread in the akanyina wo kofa free Ukraine ade a na ye nim say covid bai a say watch we e na menua na wo to de 500 Ghana cedis a ye nim say we ase nyina pagya ko more than 1000 Ghana cedis na wo kofa sa adro free abuchire ba obetimi dia abegi the same price e wo Ghana e say odi bi to so say be obenyo ndi sa de ma wo nyina na ma economy no ne ho ko kire no and the fact is so Bawumia came out with an idea say baby a o man na duru na ye ho akire ye no ye hwe say ama ye cedi ne dollar no nyina baby a eja so minua na o kasa so Bawumia be fa dollar no o fa 4.2 4.3 eh no kre o fa the same President Kufuor no flip na o fa the same e no ko duru ho but ye nim factors within 2017 2018 2019 baby a dollar ne performance any cedi na we are aware and to me an ko do 7 Ghana cedis kra until COVID came. Even after COVID, you do 2023. Unka said dollar about 8 cedis. It's about 8 cedis. Emma Addison, governor can say, or percent dollar no, any city no, we be person about 5 cedis go between the about. But the implications. Ya kosa hadi we nyam ena obi the idea say yen to go since time immemorial your my way by no na ukọ Bank of Ghana you go do and na wo nyina gold reserve na enru 8 tons. What me fa say 8 tons. Bawumia the idea by PMC for charge so moto gold no ye free power ya ko 31 tons en na mo akoton mu 18 na wo say sika no ye fence o mo de aye de be ne you see honorable kasa no say gold ye fence ye mfa sika bi am pompingu e fence economy no o man ase we mi na mkan na say governor of Bank of Ghana na kan nya governor of Bank of Ghana it is honorable be 300 na say or dispute to governor of Bank of Ghana say mo kan no Governor of Bank of Ghana nankasa. Miria obekaya last year mo. Deputy Governor of Bank of Ghana eko UK. Eko ma lectures. Ne letter o de ko ene de ekon nyina no. O kire niema de nti ama economy no e fa the time afira meboa. O see gold for oil programmer abanda down the buy and a gold purchase agreement a year abanda down the buy no. E na amba economy no agina ne nan so. Me na me kan the current deputy governor of Bank of Ghana or NDC abandoned no koe. And this is what he said. And this is a good no ye de bo yesika chiba a Bank of Ghana no ajira bi agina na yemba ye hunu se obi na this idea and you can't take it away from him. You can't. Opa, you can squeeze it, you can roast it, you can burn it, you can chew it, you can do everything propaganda with it. You cannot take this position or this policy away from Bawumia. No. Honorable say ye bo mpaya ma money a ye mo na yemfantia Bawumia na Akufo-Addo. Sebe ya omo I don't blame him. You see, ukoye a DC answer me koye. You can't tell me say obeko back. Na niema wo ye no 4 years now ye nyina no everything was perfect. The same applies to me. Ebi a wunye opportunity na sa niema no bi ho a wo ye ya office bi ankoye no onye bi. Enti na obi akotena so onabo ahia obeye ayi wo hande ye mompa ye ma no ye ntutu ahomone because adwuma obeye ha we enti ye ntutu ahomone because ahomone ebi woni mu yes I fair to you enye fair to you aban bia ni asase so a we perfect Bawumia take Akufo-Addo aban take some decisions anko in favor of some people and ne sa leverage amonya monye sika mode ye niema bebre no ni nyina ye sa DDP na aban ye no enye first time a go ye friend say finance minister etua ekabini ye friend say Amin under 2024 he paid more than 12 billion one tro let be am fa meto abonten say ato force in the oye nyina propaganda nko na oye eniema aban dada na oye no ene mfaso a wudi nyina ya aban dada na odwuma oye. Now you are not paying your friends and debts into when space and our expenditure. By June, July, Mokoye extension kra. IMF for Rebecca. We will begin to pay some of our debts. And when you convert those monies in a $1 then we'll come back here and discuss. I buy that down on your mouth, you know, and non fast one would because me, I don't see any new thing that this government has done. At the
Fiscal discipline.
Physical discipline,
that is what they say.
When you are not paying contractors, you call it physical discipline. When you are not paying workers, you call it physical discipline. When market women are crying in the market, there is no money in the system, so they you call it physical discipline. Please, we should be fair to ourselves. And your physical discipline. Look, one of physical discipline. Abandon that now say was some ministers and appointees more than necessary. No, not ne okop a year saying presidency. It was around 300 something million Ghana cedis. And now they are saying more than 500 million Ghana cedis. But you get money to pay those people. Or more kind of they also say a physical discipline. Go and pay the teachers. Go and pay the nurses. Go and pay the contractors. Yenti o maimuna president be catch and say, "Oyi ye ko Christmas." Or say, "Wa catch finance minister o release 1 billion and for my contractors." For be wa home to na free my contractor for free. Someone ye piareka. Christmas and a president can't ask them. So you are not spending. Apart from salaries, you will try on one crop. Say better me catch you say, what 3 years gracia at 2 4 years, what Jenny the good about 2 man crop was soon piano. And what you man ahoye, the and then why for him. Yeah, but not be penalty to say, Baumia, Bronsamti and Cobom Pie be na yam pam a home one free Baumiazo. Now you cast your bomb pie pama a home one year. One and case a pama home one free so change on Mahama. Why? The ordained my way firm 2013 to 2017 of free power. Nya Ghana for no one kasa ne kasa ye yare refree enya refree na yare anka hwan na be da so de da say yen san fan president Mahama me president of my will obai nya John dada no a John 1 is not different from John 2 John 1 na so ye na say adwuma enti mesre ye kan sem no a yen kan ye hu bebi a ye free ba de ye kom ene bebi a ye du sisi ye wo ye sha say to pa ye miru mi ensa wo yi e fe ne say Iran President Bekan Che and Nesse, Sanya Man and Koso, and a bit me affect Ghana. Marenka Sassage, and Yenokre.
Okay.
Iran talk on to Magana.
Iran talk I am to private National Petroleum Authority, MPA. Essay Yemka, we enchre Owia Titru Ghana Mai, and Ghana this year. Now, Omo de Kokoboy e basse. Say Petro tanker et tito for moi. Ghana have bia, almost sre. And tam gallon tumrikan ko hose wo kwakosesa petro sa suba we akoso ama oye na to nipa bebre tanka na ato hosin no omosrem enko ye nyina de hu jim hwe ye mu hwe ni tv si petro tanka ato fom na ebi guta dasen ankre so omoko sa gallon gas kura to form no he ntoko omoko he dom it is a judge boom
eno ara no obi akọ anu ye bisi won sawom suhun
oh me say stadium e chere ya engas asama si Ghana I didn't start to say yeah GM from a 200 page ko wiem no na nkrofo puba yes munya ni o na Sadanam who say, Ujane na gas ne sound, anija. Nipe prayer, nipe we and yakro. Entino, one say and sremo. Ebimuso, some renu do a no mu taking videos. Or coach now trap pictures or compare views. Ne ebiso so and no mono ena or they compare content. Almost say there can be an instant explosion. What information of severe injuries, loss of lives. MPSU almost throw. Petrol vapor no a highly inflammable. The smallest pack, including even vehicle engine cry HM, a bit matiama, a jabian and Funsubo say jadem. No almost says a basaya, Ghana National Fire Service, Ghana Police Service, and now MPA na contact one more number we so 0302 550 380. 0302 550 380. Stay back and stay safe. Jabira Bank PLC. Mamin can ye shares 50 pesos. Then so ubetima todio pebia. The best rural bank of the year 2023. Best in innovation and business development 2025. Chamber of Commerce and Industries Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Yaji awards winner. Ye shares no. Amount coin na in the end you had high dividend income. And for so also. Afei, it me my wow to me create investment and we are you can see there's wealth creation. Afei, we a shareholder. Now we need it by brilliant child. Yet me man educational scholarship. 41 years near the Jumain. Your fixed deposit, higher returns. You were 3 months. You were 6 months, near what 12 months. You can be rest assured that your investment with us is 100% secured. Now, we have negotiable rates open for large amounts. Maybe our 5 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion. Oba, you know, na percentage, I'll pay say interest rate, you need to somehow. And I'll pay for 0544 74 58 56 0544 74 58 56 0271 46 4327. Ubetumi dial star 389 star 98 hash. Na wakoto ye shares ni bi. Uhia so be buy okra. Star 389 star 984 hash. Lens Beauty, I'm a beauty with a touch. Obeso ye manicure, pedicure, frontal pony, lashes, all kinds of makeup for wedding, engagement, other frontal installation, wig cutting, haircut, style. Bibia ya who offend to us all a Lens Beauty Salon, a touch of beauty. Yes, also excellent idea. Opese unya tutorials about how to do nails, makeup, wig cutting, wig, normally idea. You betro. Fred 024 2321 043 024 2321 Yawo Ahojo Dabai Shanenso MIA Grace Fountain Bible Institute. A free Bible school. 3 months intensive international certificate in Christian ministry, 6 months intensive international diploma in theology, and 12 months intensive international degree in theology. Tuition no a free over top form just 50 Ghana. You will be Ewo Medina, Hacho, Kaswa, Koforidia, La Paz, Kumasi, Nungwa, and Atema. Frere Apostle John Elvis of Osuhine, and Anopeya number in 0244 660-785 0244-660-785. Okay, APP. Come on, maintain kakana me ma hona fie wie. Yemre no tin. Pacho.
Oh my.
Man bear 5 minutes, I mean for 5 minutes so man PJ.
No problem. Am I in sembo mo?
Ade.
So na sema akeke. So because ye dia kira ye mpondu. Ntinya dia kura mekọ ni nche. To the sense ezama oti he keka no. Say kura de why lucky. Oba opposition with trinwefu. Wa ba te power no timi yesakula. Oh my pampem na ba o power na me start say me try. Ma pampem mu pa. Me nwan die kura sele ntimi ma. Na ba pa na asatifu. Party ele de sande ba we jira. Ajojo
na odi bia yekoko for.
Na mo de beto Ghana so.
Na odi bia yekoko for.
Ah ocho head cut.
Okay, my head cut.
So e bia ni o. Nti we mu no udi o machi a. O man your friend is say me swetiako Iran war no. The effect no. Ansha sentokoi kosoni a mompaye pa se esubitwa nani chine yen na ekoso a be ha Ghana.
Dabi. Ah, ebe da ha Ghana.
Honorable Pacho Maninga Sawai.
Oh my ya na correct say a free ayi Ghana eko Russia and Ukraine. More than 800 base 8,000 kilometers. A free Ghana ko Iran. Be 9,000. Inti the Russia and Ukraine to me and Hagana better na Iran to me Hagana.
Oh sir, why we
Ufrigana ko Iran. Shorter than Ufrigana.
Let me see say why we no it's never true.
Say na sama o kanyina no o pa kire say when this for the Ukraine Russia
never ba me boso kra.
Me buana. Eti ya me pa kire say kura sebe ye ton hwiti wo mu kura no wo mu e ka se wo de ahocha abre Ghana nya de ton oil ba bia ye hwit keke aya aduane ye benya bia di wo Ghana ha sake no wo mu de ye politics
na Russia omonton oil
wo mu de ye politics enye ba bia ye ton oil
na Russia omonton oil
mo de oil ye politics mo se hwit kra mo ka che se hwit kra short
Na pacha monu so kabi.
So Ukraine.
Ya bre no kra so. Na monu so kabi.
Bakasa sa kakra bia menkai.
David ya wo kan so nje ni nyina na ye omo no kre. Enso omo ma okai. Anti misra wa.
Wo bi se wo kan na mete nya na mo hwehwe ni. Ba bi ye di ma okai. Meti ba ye di. So ade the entire American sa ne say on say ensuo bi e da Iran ho. Ship wa kese omo friend Spartan Strait of
Hormuz.
So nya oye tankers nkwa ne faso omo mo kwakra niema kese nyina because e short distance. Enti se nkrofo iso ayo madwe se omo ko target se nsuo no. Ship bi e be fa ho bia. Na can you imagine say santo kwai koso for about a month or two. Na say ye sa kwan no ye nya kwan ma. You know the implication e dey be Ghana. Enti ye mpa ye wenum de onse wenum no ma start ukọ mu social media e man this for emfa you run my politics ye the Russia there look MPP for ye pa macho ye seremu a mo kra dollar asem kra ya na me peso mbeka bi because any time on be mention dollar bi na price na start e cost. Yes, enti ye mpesa nkomo kroma no beka. And it look like say there be omo pese problem about Ghana. You invite in, you man near invite. Obekaya Ebola time na Kufuado. He started giving warning. Say President Mahama nim. That's all my Ebola ba Ghana ne kum Ghana ni ba kokora anwa. Obenya problem. And so nemere so. E bibi wura ha kum ne pa obi ankasa. Ye nyina ye gitum say ya ho kire na atu Ghana. Don't invite problems for Ghanaians. Yeti ha no. Problem amudi ko mo awurade abdoma ba bia ba wo yi yefiri mu nkakra mama nkoka mekaye se muntimi mompaye e masa ntokwa ni suntwa mama nkofre sa ntokwa ye petoko bia ako mo
na nkonka hwe
la kabi ka hwe we ni la kabi ka hwe we ni
ajo de e tie for no ka hwe we ni wa
eti honorable me pacho usu na usu kakra se yentu awoka no bompa ye yentu awoka na no yere no mamanya bibi ni because the problem we buy yentu awoka se de kura na untimi fam pia bonten koto petrol ngu ke moma because ye nya petrol to ade na ekoso no ehu ye be se twedi ampo nyankopon abompa ye se esuntwae na ne kire ye na because da bopen Ghana ye no petrol mu kura de yetu kura most of them ye say de kwa manone and ye kokko nane
ba job no si
ye kokko nane no enti ye besere MPP for mo de no kwafo no mo de bibia ni a na mo de mo kofa be kan ye no sana e yampa mo de mo life wa no ye besere wo menua honorable aya Okasa more than 10 minutes.
But your first mama na me kwa hanwa.
Okasa more than 10 minutes.
Wo de ne my I Asia also for
and ya womantem.
Asia was about 5 years so that. You do peja you.
My sister for a very long time. Honorable. Master say you nyakwanya say ya. Say ya nya adwuni mpo a yemfa kwanya no nkyerɛkyerɛ wo mu a ɛhwɛ ne wo mu a etie ye. What can we have emphatically say about by untua contractors? Anya no kure minka say where they are throw ye menua. Hu yanka wanka. E bia na okasa ntentem to wanhwe. So story we ewo Onua TV online. 27th January 2026. Government has paid 10 billion Ghana cedis to road contractors. Kwame Agboja. Bacho meba. Minister for Roads in Eka say. Omanhene no says I say me last year 9 people for time ka. Now ye shows how the way we bra catch contractors be say even project MPP for share say I ka kwan no. Contractors say mra back no mo me adwuma. Akra tuns awam. Aban we buy okay so to contractor and $70 million. Say omra me to an adwuma no e adwuma na go 2 years. And then Akra tun so me just wa faso na say ama what me aye bebre a waye. And most of the roads free Cape Coast call Accra contractor na ba and muja to 2 years. Across the country big push you made because no is because aban ama contractor for sika why DC da. Say aban to your contractor na djuma why certificate ni bi ma no e be no asan ba site. Me DC ye djuma usini ane me DC jao. Even though awani ni chen me. Enti me card me patch 1 minute. Me card you winning pepe. Enti sa point ya make say patch. Sa point ya ka say aban we buy on tua contractors kan. Be say ahwefo nyina ehun say endro na wadi.
So the contractors
patch endro na wadi. Me say my kind sorry atra. Honorable, you are being unnecessarily disruptive. Please don't do this.
No.
Oh, kasa
na me
patch jai.
Contractors na almost say enti omoka.
A lot of areas be blow here.
Oh, please.
Contractors here, Juma.
Honorable.
And the contractors complaining say enti omoka.
I'm telling you.
Omanhene. NDC aban we beto contractors here. Na omaye adwuma to the tune of 40 billion Ghana cedis here. Enam domestic debt exchange program ti. NPP aban enti omoka.
You move it from the system billion to 40 billion.
Pacho me. Economy is say so am interchange. E ka ho bi. Contractors here adwuma almost 40 billion Ghana cedis. Ba me na for aban enti omoka. Aban we ba wasase etu omoka maka 10 billion Ghana cedis achiro. Enti on what moral ground na original speakers aban we ntua contractors ka. E wa bra o de wuja o mutu ma ho aban we etu ebi o ma ba side. That is point number 1. Point number 2. Baton ba.
2017.
Point number 2. Omanhene, yemfa fact na adwuma and say we your former DC. Na wunya kwanya kasa na on person dey fact be adwuma ba be ye ne send yankofo ye no na midi ya wo. Look, in 2024, PMMC, MPP for the Jai, Omanhene, Wamuto gold, 63 tons. Opa bet me a check it, Ghana. By the end of 2025, now John Mama need gold board or the buy, Ato gold 103 tons. At the $10 million about Omeim. $10 billion about Omeim. Adena PMMC, etibito 63 pe. Na Ghana gold board eton 103 edi $10 billion ba o mem we ma di kuruntra because gold board architecture no eyiri gold no pemi se ne be ya smuggling enkoso because ya ma ahoho ye si ahoho kwan se o muntimi anya dey entobi the person me can say gold board act na ye act 1140 no enya ni mu gold purchase program na se because mu gold purchase program amokan gold ni se ne netimi to
gold for oil.
Like gold for oil, I'm sure the entire gold. Let me speak to it. Why can't me? Omanhene gold for oil. Sometime in 2022, now MPP are buying $9 or the back crack oil abagana. We know the kurunta because now ya 2 years put me say me Bobby CM free. We are see gaso.
No correct.
In the Bank of Ghana, $8 or the back crack oil aba. And to amoji gold now, nobody am a third party. Now a third party na ton gold no they are oil e dey aba. Omanhene no na but ya gold purchase program. Omanhene gold purchase program about 2022.
Okay.
2022 no the gold purchase program.
As you wrap up mama na ya say now me say
gold purchase program buy. What about see e be sika na dey support you cedi. At a point in time in 2022, now we hear 17 cedis and now they are got $1. Bra no mo gold purchase program.
Bank of Ghana gave
Bank of Ghana.
Please, I'm coming.
Oh,
why are you doing this? Why are you becoming unnecessarily intrusive?
Yes,
so what I say? And then what we here see the same area got $1. And yet 10.6 something. Or even say 11 and even 12. Mpacho under gold board arrangement. Mota say 16 poa. Ada na mota mo yes adwumade na yen see the no. Ube hia makoma kudu nsia ne akire po kakra de akoto
There is an explanation.
Please. The ambassador make any. Sabe, Mr. Meka. Ghana for him, dear Quadieba. One more dinty na Ghana for 12 betia.
Good. I don't bet 20 hours.
But also what you say. And then you two and a mobile Bamian and the buy a Bamian so I catch it. Say, one crown economy no one and that one the way mate. Many was here with you one market about me and cranny at the children and I went to me. Then they see another catch and said, no, probably because of about Remo.
Hey, you know,
I was your boy.
Remember na so. Me did your boy Yaw Adu-Boakye. All the honorables and the APPs, we say thank you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.